started, Annie. Let's get it started.
Thank you for using the
Oh,
censored
hold on.
version.
I forgot to turn on my camera. There we go.
Yeah,
He's back, baby.
he's back.
Whoa.
You might want to turn it off. Last time you had a camera on, you died.
That's true.
He can't die anymore though.
He can
Well-
live.
Don't jinx it, please.
You can get destroyed, but you can't die. You're already dead.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I can upload a new picture. Bingo.
Oh, is that the one you posted? Was that the one you wanted?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I can.
You didn't
upload
want
it.
my paint drawn one of you?
I am flattered, but unfortunately, no.
They're pretty equal on level, though, I'd say.
That's true. That's true. I just like mine because it's me.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
similar artistic skill.
Yeah. So today we're sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah.
Can't recommend it though because the box I bought is like flat. It's really awful.
Well, who'd you buy it from?
The commissary, the grocery store on base.
So I just blame the government then.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's like-
It's the
I wonder if you
military.
can hear it.
Hear how flat
Can you
it
know what
is?
send you?
There's like no sound when I crack it open.
Terrible.
There's just a little bit of fizz. But like it tastes like juice with a little bit of sparkle in it, but not much. You see the bubbles? There's like none.
There's a couple. It's a non-zero amount of bubbles.
Yeah, it's non-zero, but it's too low. It still tastes good, but it's just like not quite right. Anyway,
Ethan, I'm sending you the picture of Bingo via DM so you can upload it as his new picture.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to find it, and I could not.
There you go.
Save image.
I like that everyone's at death's door still. That's funny.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucked up.
So while I do this, I want to talk about the meta of what happened last week first. But before I do that, does anyone want to give me a recap while I upload this picture?
Oh boy. I need one. I don't have one.
I didn't use a single hero point last
That's
session.
insane.
All right,
fine.
so I'll go through. First, we got the Snattily backstory, and so we got the reveal that Sned is actually Snattily. Whoa, that's crazy! What a well thought out.
Yeah, this was in the making for a while.
This was the plan the whole time, baby. And then we were back in the woods, and there was like the weird, like almost like piranha like things that like had like the guy's face that was like
The monks.
so. And then there's the talking bird. And so we killed the bird and the things, and the trees kept lashing out at us. And so then we were like, all right, well, Sned's got to make the run. He's got to run the heart back to the body. And so he made the run, but in the process, Bingo fell, and Bingo did not succeed in his final death save. So Bingo died, and then everyone was very, very sad, but they got back up, and we had to keep going. And then Bingo turned into a ghost, so it was a Ghostmaker.
What are we, some kind of ghost maker?
What are we? Some kind of Ghostmaker.
Say
Hey,
that
there is
again.
the entire session.
friends we made along the way.
Can we change your name from Bingo to Bingost?
Bingost.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That can be my nickname for this era of Bingo. Is Bingost.
The Bingost.
Bingost was his name, though, dude.
Tragic. I can't get the token to change. Your art changed, but not.
Yeah, I see my art has changed. I don't know why the token won't.
I'm trying to update it, and it won't let me. Oh, there we go. I just
There
have
we
to-
go.
I just have to select it like 5 times, and then
He's just really small. Actually, I think that might have been the size he was at. I think I just made him really like. I think his picture was always small.
yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. He's a ghost now, so who cares?
So Bingo is still level 4. Do your level up while I talk about the meta here a little bit.
Right.
So part of Bingo becoming a ghost. I want to talk about this because I've got complaints in another campaign from a certain individual that gets mad at video games that about not letting characters die, bringing them back when it's undeserved. That's not what's happening here. This is part of the campaign. It is yeah, I guess I'll tell you. It's not like a necessary part of the campaign, but it is specifically it's explicitly detailed as something that can happen. So it's not just me really fucking liking Bingo and wanting to stick around. And I when Bingo died, I messaged Ryan. I misled him a little bit. I made him think that it was because of his level. It was not.
Oh, real.
It was not because of the level up. But I did give him the option of either dying outright, which was possible. I didn't want to make the decision, but I'm okay with lying about the reason for the decision.
Real.
I didn't want you to know. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I gave Ryan the decision, and do you want to die or do you want to come back? Because there is an explanation, is basically what it was. And he came back as a ghost. And I guess I won't tell you guys why or how that happened exactly. That's for the party to discover, your characters to discover. And also, I don't want to set the expectation that this will happen for your characters again.
We're all gonna go die now.
Or that
Why did we all become ghosts? That's what I want to know.
Everyone probably would have if you all died there.
probably, yeah.
Then we wouldn't have to worry about eating.
You still have
That's
to
a big
like
part of the party, though. We need to eat.
eat. You don't have to. You don't eat food, but you have to sustain yourself somehow.
You have to eat
The
enemies.
souls of the damned.
Yeah, basically. There are specific circumstances in which Bingo became a ghost, which may or may not be able to, may or may not happen again. So the rest of the characters may still die. You're not guaranteed to become a ghost or other undead. But in this circumstance, it worked out.
About that.
Let's see about that. Yeah, pretty much it. And again, because they explicitly stated like this is something that may happen, if your party is okay with it. I didn't ask the rest of your permission. I only asked for Ryan's, but this is something that could happen if the table is cool with going in that direction. So they provide a very small amount of guidance for how that works in terms of role playing, and the answer is it's going to be very difficult for Bingo to go back to town, which I believe is where we left off. You guys are all very hurt, wounded at death's door, and you want to go back to town to rest up and recover, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have the ghost tea shop.
The ghost tea shop. All right. So, since that's what we're doing, that's what you guys are gonna need. What is going on? You guys are at let's see if you guys were in the goon wall, and you got out to that clearing there, right? And take you back. Just hanging out here in the clearing. Nice, peaceful, quiet. No fog, no mist. There is the goon wall still exists. You guys just parted it here. You can see maybe a little bit off above the tree line here if you look up diagonally, you can still see the goon wall, but it's not immediately around you. This is the part in the wall that you guys created with your ritual. What do you do?
I'm sorry, I missed it. Can you give me a brief description of what just happened?
Bingo died. He's a ghost. You guys are all hurt, and you're inside of the goon wall still. You're in that that parted section of the goon wall that you guys opened up.
Well, I think Sned's suggestion.
Great.
I recommend we get out of the goon wall. It might
I'll second
start to
that.
hurt us again.
I second that. This has been the worst experience of my entire life.
Yeah, preaching to the fucking choir.
Well,
Do you think that the town will be okay with Bingo's new new shape?
I was wondering the same thing.
That's the thing. I think maybe for now we don't tell anybody, and I can just kind of not show my face.
Well, people are gonna start asking questions while you're not there.
We tell them that you're dead?
Okay, well, you wouldn't be lying, would you?
Well, I'm just like, that would lower morale, wouldn't it? You know, like one of the Tamabushi is dead now. Heroes of the town.
Well, I think he has a ghost anyway. That's gonna change it, I think. And so we might as well be honest.
We'll just say he's feeling a little blue.
Okay. Sure.
Then we're not lying.
Bingo, you're gonna have to be the one to tell them. Okay, I mean, this is kind of like your forte.
I'll tell them later. I don't want to do it yet. I don't feel right about it.
Do you
Alright,
think you
then.
can get into your own body again?
Have you tried that yet? I mean, maybe I don't know. Do you get possession powers now that you're a ghost? Can you possess your own corpse?
I don't know.
I've been carrying it this whole time.
Way to find out.
Maybe there's a talented priest who can put your ghost into your body again.
Maybe. I don't know. Hold on, I'm finishing my level up. Alright, we have finished my level up.
There's his corpse.
So real.
Alright, what did Bingo get for his level up?
So I took Halfling Luck, because I ain't failing another check again. And then I also took Shadow Mark. So I have a lot easier time tailing people with stealth. So I think we can just say for flavor, because I'm a ghost, it's a lot easier now.
Yeah, you can sneak around pretty well. Nice.
And then I boosted my my stealth skill because I needed it to get take the feat. So
Nice.
so that's where we're at. And then my wisdom went up. Yay!
You're wise
Because
in death.
my strength or my constitution. I don't think the other two are going to be really necessary anymore.
You can use your strength to hold things, so.
Yeah, but I also have that thing where I like effectively have a negative strength or whatever. What's the fucking?
He
I
does
remember
already
like
have
some-
negative strength.
yeah, I already had negative strength, so like it like didn't affect me anyway. So I'm like, I'm not even touching strength. I don't make strength checks. We know this, so
Now you really
it's
don't.
probably just assume that I still can't. Damn, my dead body really is just there. That's crazy. Can I see it? Can I see my dead body?
Sned's holding it. Just like that.
This feels weird. Well,
Still
I
one.
think maybe I shouldn't be at the front of the group. I feel like I gotta kind of be at the back.
We were gonna have a dinner party and eat your corpse to honor you.
Okay, how about we
wasn't
don't do that?
Making
How
that,
about
just so
we?
you know.
You gonna waste food?
Food is subjective.
I really don't think it is. There's a pretty objective line of what is food and what is not food.
Bingo is food.
Nope.
Bingo?
Nope. People ain't food.
Well, see,
People
now that
aren't,
makes
but dead people are.
Because Sned just said he wants to eat
Fair
you.
point.
If people aren't food, then what have I been doing this whole time?
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's like one of those those posters that are up on like the where do you draw the line? And Sned does not have a line. He eats anything that's alive.
All the way to the left.
All the way over there. Why do you have a line?
All things that were ever alive. Some things that were not ever alive.
Yeah.
The apron was alive. At one
Apron?
point, it was a cow.
It was a cow?
So real.
It was leather, right?
Oh.
Count it? Alright. So, do you guys carry the body with you on your way back to Willow Shore?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can someone give me a survival check to retrace your steps and try to make it out of the goon wall here?
I got you.
Oh, jeez. That's a good roll.
Let's
I'll
go.
take that.
It's a masterful roll.
Yeah, now that you're out of that weird realm where the vulture was,
The
you guys
goon realm.
know your way around the goon realm. You guys know your
The
way
goon realm.
around, and you can get back out of the goon wall. You make it back to the your favorite timber mill, and
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The
And,
timber mill.
you guys can walk back. It takes a couple hours, especially, you know, mournfully holding Bingo's body.
oh, he's really light.
Yeah, but you're just so sad
That's true.
about
I
it.
am like.
You have to stop to cry, just staring at his body all the time.
I'm just like I put my ghost hand on your shoulder, like as you cry.
I'm pretty sure his body just fits in the spacious pouch.
I don't know about that. How big
Yeah,
is your
because
space?
the spacious pouch, as long as it can go into the opening, and he's pretty small.
That still has a bulk limit.
Yeah, but it's like 25. Is he heavier than that? He's pretty small.
Yeah, I guess he'd be like 10 bulk or something.
Yeah, he fits in the bag.
Especially now with most of my blood drained out of my body.
Yeah. Vulture ate it.
Yeah, the
Okay.
trees ate
He's
it.
like
The trees, yeah. I guess it was mostly the trees.
The roots took it for nutrients.
Sucked them all up.
He got sucked to the end.
Just like he wanted.
Yeah, not exactly what I wanted.
Not how you want that to happen.
Better to be sucked in the forest
Exactly.
than sucked in the gutter like you thought you were gonna be.
Real.
Yeah, I guess.
So, you all can make it back to Willow Shore. What do you guys? So, explain to me again. What are you doing with the body here?
Yeah, I was kind of confused on that part also.
I think
Okay.
So, before
thought I
anyone
was
sees
gonna
you,
just come clean.
I think my original idea was to put it in some kind of an epoxy or like a sap or something to keep it fully intact.
Ah, I see.
That was
Hold
my
on, I
idea
gotta.
last time we played.
I'm moving myself, so I'm like at the tree line, so that
You're
no
with
one
John.
knows. See.
Jeff,
Jeff, you're with Jeff.
don't forget his
John.
name. He's really important.
Yeah, I forgot.
He's so important.
Jeff.
Almost as important as whatever the other name thing that we made a comment on for the.
Oh,
What was the name?
Charlene, Clarissa,
Hold on, I'm looking.
Clarissa, the friend of
Chelsea.
Chelsea. I was close.
Chelsea.
I remember everything. I perfectly know every NPC by heart.
You guys can still try to find Chelsea.
Whatever happened to her? Did we
Chelsea's
give up?
dead. Got eaten by the.
How many
the
weeks has
rock.
it been since the?
Yeah.
It's been months.
Like a mushroom.
It's been months. We have not looked for her since we found Ugly Cute.
Yeah, we really were just like, fuck it.
She's like, well, we found Ugly Cute, but maybe there's something else we were supposed to do. Doesn't matter now.
Well, we got the
thought they beat
Tumber Mill back.
Mill, didn't we?
That was the
We
most
thought they were gonna beat
important
the Tumber
thing.
Mill, and then they weren't. And then we went through a whole thing at the Tumber Mill, and then we went through a time
Business
skip.
is 10 times more important than friends, as I always say.
She wasn't your friend.
She's made of wood, and if you have the Tumber Mill, you can make more wood. So
I didn't know she was made of wood.
Just make a new
We
Chelsea.
were really like, we
Just made of
really
rocks,
just were like,
actually.
yeah, we'll find Chelsea. And it's like 3 months later, and we're just like, yeah, Bingo's dead on our other mission. Like, I'm sorry, man, we're never gonna find Chelsea.
So,
Maybe one day.
you guys are still outside of Willowshore. What people are gonna ask about Bingo's body, or where'd Bingo go?
We're gonna
Are
walk
you
in-
gonna show people Bingost?
We're gonna
No.
hold Bingo's
No.
corpse up.
he's in the bag.
He's
Why is he in the bag?
no Bingost.
Oh, Bing Ghost, he's
Are
in the
you-
bag too.
Are people gonna know about him being a ghost?
I don't think we're ready for that until we talk to Granny Who about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would
I agree. Bingo
him
wants to keep it a
hidden
secret
for
for
now.
now, at least.
We'd have to tell the leadership before it's
You can't
disclosed, I
print it
think.
down, like, oh, by the way, when he hears is dead, just the townsfolk, they're gonna lose it.
Okay. So you're gonna go straight to the trade house, talk to Granny Who? Drop Bingo off at the the tea house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the tea house?
Somewhere over here.
It's labeled.
Oh, it's right there. It is.
Oh,
it's actually very clearly labeled.
And I was like, I know it's near my house, but
Yeah, right outside of downtown.
There we go.
And then there's the woods back here where you guys found Jeff.
Yep.
takes me back.
Takes me back to 2 weeks ago.
Good times those were. Bingo was still alive.
Those are the
We
days.
weren't getting soloed by one guy in Brownie's backyard.
So you drop. Is it Bingo and the body, or are you gonna bring the body to Granny Who?
Show her the
body's-
body.
oh, do we show her your body?
I think so. I think you gotta show them. They need to
What do we
know what
say?
this has cost us so far.
What do we say, Bingo? Do you want them to know that you're unalive?
He was gonna be like, told you so, because she was so against us going out here.
That would have
good
been
point.
fine if we were supported.
Just saying,
Can't believe
Granny.
it. If LeBron
What are we
went
gonna
with
tell
us,
his wife and
uh,
children?
If she pulls a "you told me so" or "I told you so," you guys have permission to go off on her.
Granny, who
Because I think it's fair that she didn't tell me so. I wasn't there for that conversation.
I think that was just Margot and Elijah that were there for that. Maybe Momo
Quee.
or Qui. I mean,
You guys have permission to go off on her about it. How she's like defiling my memory or whatever. If she says that, it's fine.
Like, are you gonna come with us to the meeting with her?
I'll hang outside and listen in.
do
Can
you
I
want her
step
to
my
know?
way over there?
Do you want her to know about your current situation, or just that you're dead?
Not yet. Just that I'm dead for now.
See how she responds. Okay, so the Bingo is gonna be near the trade house then, not staying at the tea
Yes,
house.
but I'm gonna be stealthily like on the roof or something.
Stealthily. Okay. If you're gonna be stealthily on the roof, give me a stealth roll to. I'll say you guys can go through the woods here. It's pretty safe. You don't need to worry about anything. So you avoid any lines of sight
Let's
until you
go.
get near to the trade house. But once you're there, you'll need to sneak around a little bit. So can I get a stealth roll for bingo?
Give me that stealth roll. Hey.
That's supposed to
Yeah.
be blind. That's okay though.
Oh, my bad.
I can't even see it.
I'm blind.
I
I don't know
Sorry,
what
I
anyone
have
rolls.
no idea what he rolled.
I never
Could
look
be
at you guys'
anything.
rolls. I just decide what the outcome is.
That's probably true.
Sorry.
Actually, you just decide because it's always bad because you rigged it from the start.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head to the trade office. Bingo's stealthing on the roof. Not really used to stealthing around. You're like clipping through the the roof as you're like trying to lay down prone.
Game engine needs work.
Yeah. But the rest of you can walk into the trade office. I'm gonna assume Margot and Queer with you as well. So get in. Granny who drinking her
Oh my gosh,
her evening.
she looks different.
Yeah, it's just a different picture of her. Drinking her evening tea because it is it's like I guess time would have moved forwards here. Take you like 2 hours to get back. Whoa, so many things. In case you guys didn't see, Soothe does actually work on Bingo, but that's the only healing that works.
I did.
Oh my god.
Ocean's Bomb does not work. Potions don't work. The heal spell does not work. Soothe specifically is a mental healing.
Let's
That's the
go.
only healing effect that works. Unless
Great.
you do
Now I
void
gotta
healing.
use all of my spell slots on Bingo whenever he runs into the fray.
He can't die again, though. We were told. So
Oh, never mind then.
His soul can be destroyed.
He can be the
healing
tank.
wave
He's the tank of the
Healing wave of
party.
the wobbly compass, does that only heal physically?
That'd be really funny. It's tied to your soul. I'll say that one works too.
Okay, that cool. I was gonna say, like, I mean, if we wanted to make it that it was just heal to others, that's fine.
No, that one's tied to your fate, your soul.
Alright, cool.
But the potions you make do not work. You can make them. You just can't drink
But
them.
they just don't work.
Same
They
with
work for
your
other people,
treat
just not
wounds.
myself.
You can't treat wounds on yourself. And no one can do it on you.
Ooh.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you get to the trade office. Granny Who is still up. You actually find her before you get to her office. She's wandering the halls, scanning some papers and drinking her evening tea. She goes, "Huh? Why are you back? What are you doing here?"
Elijah, you might want to take the lead on this one. Explain how our ritual was successful.
All right then. So, all went pretty well in the beginning. You know, we completed the ritual. It was a grueling several hours, but we did it, and we went through the ghost wall. And
The what?
you see,
The goon wall. We don't
The
say
goon-
ghost in this town.
the goon wall. I meant.
He's new here
sorry.
still. You gotta forgive him.
Yeah, and you know, I've just been seeing so many ghosts lately, but you know, it's whatever. We'll get into that later.
Stop saying that.
Stop
When
it.
you say that, you invite
I'm
them.
not
I feel like there's
I would
there's
never
one watching
invite-
us right
no,
now.
I mean,
Mike?
I would never invite a spirit into this town. You know that. You know that about me. I would never do that.
Everyone knows
Anyways,
about Elijah.
anyways, things are going really good in the goon wall, and we. sorry, I'm just so on it right now.
Elijah,
Anyways.
would you like some tea?
Oh, you know,
Some herbal tea.
Some tea would be really appreciated right now. You know, I mean, my guts are spilling out of me right now. I mean, we still haven't rested at all. We just got back. It's just been such a hard journey. But don't worry, I'll explain why it's been such a hard journey. Anyway, really soon.
She just
soon.
hands you the cup she was just drinking from. I'll get myself
You had to
another.
drink that.
Well, so we went through the ghost, the goon wall, and it was pretty foggy in there. I gotta say, it was really foggy. And then we saw a corpse on a rock, and we didn't think anything of it. And then we walked past it a little bit more, you know. And that's when we came into an encounter with a rather large avian creature.
Wait, what is this corpse? You just ignored a corpse?
Yeah, don't worry, we're going back there soon. Anyway,
It wasn't just any corpse.
I can't remember is the problem.
He was the founder of the town.
I thought you remembered every character.
Never mind. I'm not trained in Willis Shore lore, okay? I'm only trained in Chelsea lore. It's not my fault.
Only have Chelsea lore. Okay, continue.
Yes. And there was some. We engaged in brutal battle with this bird, and also it had these 4 fiend friends of it. We engaged in brutal battle, and by brutal I mean we almost died, like a lot. But you see, little did we know that the bird and the fiends were actually the least of our problems, because we heard this ominous wailing throughout the woods, you see, and whenever we heard it, we felt an immense pain rush through our bodies, like an immense pain. Like I was standing there, and literally everybody else went down, like, and I was left there like barely alive, and everybody else was knocked out.
The forest was attacking us.
It was an immense pain because trees were hitting you.
Oh. It's all blur, you see. I can't remember.
You forget about the mental damage. You were very scared during it, so it's understandable.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're frightened.
So anyways, through trial and error, we realized that, you know, the reason that we were getting attacked by the forest was actually because we ignored that corpse. And
Well, we didn't
We
even
interesting.
but
we had to do something. I can't remember exactly what
we
we had to
returned
do.
the heart that the bird had taken.
Yeah. See, the bird had a bleeding heart in its claw, and after slaying the bird, I guess we just knew intuition wise to put the heart back into the corpse.
Marco goes, well, actually,
Fortunately-
I figured that out.
Nope, no, it's just intuition.
I solved that one.
But unfortunately for us, the corpse was actually like a solid 200 feet away from us, and we were all dying. But thankfully, our noble hero Sned here, he made a full front sprint all the way back to the corpse with the heart in hand, and saved almost all of us.
Almost. What?
Well,
She starts looking around at you now.
Snake, can you hand me that bag of yours real quick?
I start shaking the bag a little bit. And when Bingo's head pops out, I pull him out.
As you
Oh my goodness.
can so plainly see,
He's
Bingo.
not feeling well.
Bingo was not as lucky.
He's... Oh, what are you doing? He's bleeding all over my wood floors. Put
That's
him
why
back
I
in.
had him in the bag.
But why did you take him out?
We had to show you.
Shove that thing back in there. I
That's
don't
not
want
a
to see
thing.
it.
That's Bingo.
That's Bingo.
God.
Put that criminal away.
He's not a
What?
criminal. He's a hero.
Oh.
If it weren't for him, Stead wouldn't have enough stamina to run all the way back and save our lives.
I would have died if it wasn't for him.
Well, it's at least tell me it was not all for nothing. Surely you solved the curse.
No, it was all for nothing.
We made some progress. I mean, we have a path to the monastery or whatever it was we were trying to get to, whatever it was called.
We
And
carved a path
there-
through the goons.
We cleaved a path through the goons, as Snid just said, and I mean, right now we probably aren't in the best condition to go there. We're down a member, we're all bleeding and dying, but with after a little bit a night's rest, we could probably just go back there and solve the curse.
Very well. Will you need another member to join you in the Tamabushi?
Yeah, we could put up applications.
Do you?
I mean, you already did a draft, right?
Yes, I can't lend you. What's his name? Zhang Peng.
LeBron.
Or LeBron, but maybe Brani could go.
Actually, on second thought, I mean, we don't really need another member of the Tamabushi. I mean, we've been doing pretty all right since we got back. I mean,
That's true. The young women of the town would be very disappointed if he were to die like Bingo. Luckily, no one is sad about Bingo's death.
I am.
Well,
He will not be missed by the young women in town.
I'll miss him.
Unbelievable.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I doubt Bingo misses you either. Anyway.
That's my boy.
Miss me, he is dead. Anyway, well, rest up and since you've decided to go down this path, please make sure you make something of it.
Don't worry. Bingo's death will not be in vain.
Yes, and then don't
It
show
was in the
anybody that
forest.
corpse. It is just disgusting. It is unbecoming.
I don't know. Sned keeps carrying around in his bag. He keeps talking to it. I think I think he still thinks it's Bingo. But that's just between you and me.
He speaks to me still.
Oh God.
Okay.
Well, we'll be going now. I mean, this has been a productive conversation. We always go to you first in all these problems, since you're the leader of the town and all
Yes.
that.
Thank you for coming right to me. This is a really good picture.
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
It really shows the visceral emotions.
looking, give me a second. I'm dumping him out. So sad.
So, you thinking of maybe we could do a funeral procession? Since he was a hero of the town,
That is
Get a
up to
big
you.
party.
We spent all of our funeral funds on Natalie. We've never recovered.
Natalie died years ago.
We've never recovered from that investment.
I didn't even know we had a funeral funds.
Yes, if you would like to host the funeral, the town cannot pay for this. It is at your expense.
Well, I guess we can just bury him on a hill overlooking the river with a little tree. Since you don't want to put in the money for a
Do whatever you
proper.
like.
This lady just hates me, dude.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Maybe that Yuso Jin can come up with something. They seemed
All
close.
I don't want to see these people be sad about me. It's not gonna be good. It's one thing for someone to be sad about your death. It's another thing for someone to be sad about your death when you're still kind of here.
All right.
Never fake your death.
Never fake your death, folks.
It's just too sad. Okay.
You have to commit.
She doesn't really have anything more for you. She just says, "Well, get back to work." She doesn't even phrase it as like, "Don't let his death be in vain." She just says like, "Don't waste our time. go figure this shit out."
Is Ned happy with his fucking choice of mayor here?
Yeah, she's right.
All about the business.
We like you did die, but also we lost a whole army, and we didn't really mourn them.
You know what? Fair.
Well,
that
he
was really our fault.
heroes. Those are a bunch of nameless goons.
Calling a bunch of people nameless, like their
Names?
NPCs is
Only
so
the one who survived had names. You notice that?
so real.
No one thinks that's suspicious.
That's a good point.
If you want to live, just give yourself a name.
Yeah, like LeBron
So
earned his
dumb.
name.
He did.
Like it could be anything. Like, Keaton just throws out names for random people if we ask for them. It's so easy to name yourself. You don't even have to remember it, apparently.
See, but Jeff and Chelsea both died.
That's true.
Well, we don't. Okay, spoilers. We didn't know Chelsea was dead.
The mushroom said he ate her.
Yeah, but he could have lied.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot that did happen.
No, he was telling the truth. You guys knew that.
Did we though?
Yeah. Margot, I think, made a perception check.
Did I cast sense truth on him?
You did not. 'cause
And
That
it
doesn't exist.
count.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way to tell.
Well, you guys believed that Chelsea's dead.
In my heart, I know she's still out there.
She might be.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for her though.
Jeff died though. He's a zombie.
Then Jeff for sure dead.
Yeah, he's
That's
definitely
not dead.
dead.
He's in the backyard.
He's at the tea
How
house.
do we tell him?
We just tried to cover up Bingo's death, and now you want to go tell Jeff's death? Tell everybody Jeff's still alive. The whole town, just Ned.
Everyone knows.
I love zooming in on the tea house and it says lean tea.
Lean tea?
The lean tea house.
It's
Take out the-
cerulean tea house.
I know.
Oh, you want it to
I
be
love
lean?
zooming in on it to be lean tea house.
I can make it lean tea. Is that what you guys are gonna name it? It was the cerulean
No.
tea house.
Oh, cerulean's fine. We could make it something ghost related, though, if we wanted to.
Yeah, I had already made a really good logo too.
What's
What's the logo?
what was the logo? Alright,
Uh,
so you guys can leave the trade office. And I guess tell
Scroll
Bingo
down. Oh, I see it. Tea shop.
tell Bingo about it. What are you guys doing in town? So you're still not telling anybody, right?
Yeah, we're still
yeah. I until Bingo tells us, I reckon we don't tell anyone.
I think for now. Well, okay, we for sure don't tell anyone I'm a ghost yet. I don't know about the death thing. Cause do we want to like let it like wait for a couple of days so it's like, hey, maybe he didn't die on the mission. Maybe this was just an unrelated tragedy that happened.
Like what? The ladder fell on you?
I don't know, man. Like, or we could try and use it to motivate people, being like, "Oh, Bingo gave his life for this cause," and
Yeah,
so
but-
can you.
Become a martyr. You could become a martyr.
I could become a martyr. That's so true.
Nothing convinces people to go die more than dead people. Okay, that's like a proven fact.
It's a good point. All right, maybe we'll become a martyr.
We'll see how it turns out.
Let me move Elijah here so we can zoom in on this tea shop here.
This tea shop.
Look at
Let's
that
go.
sweet logo. Sweet sign
That's
you guys made.
Sweet logo.
Should we be
Okay.
the tea shop tea house?
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
So, what are you guys doing?
It's a good question. What are we doing?
We need our investigator to tell us what to do.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What's the latest investigation?
Well, let's see.
So let's put you here for the discussion.
We're still missing the governor.
Boy,
Yep.
governor. Well,
So I'm gonna put you guys inside.
Yeah, let's get inside.
I
Well, we're
assume
missing.
assume
we're
the
missing
shop
the
is
governor.
closed.
Yeah, for sure closed right now.
Missing the governor.
We're missing the governor. That's all I have here because the last one was the missing body, and we found that pretty easily. I guess we've also got like whatever the hell's going on with the like the goon wall.
I think we should heal.
I agree.
I mean, we aren't going to be doing anything in the condition.
Dying's kind of exhausting, I'm gonna be real. Like, shit kind of sucks.
Yeah, I bet dying does take it out of you.
Yeah, kind of.
So I think
Well-
the main thing is, well, the governor, but also more overall what is going on here. Like, the town has been calling it the Willow Shore Curse of you guys being trapped here. And what's
Right,
up
not
with the
that-
goon wall? And like, who the fuck is Kugapti? I think those are roughly the direction of like the mystery. You can
Yep.
focus on one of those more than the others, but those are the big question marks over the town. I guess
So,
Kugapti is just for you guys.
Ugopti would
Go.
probably be worth investigating in the short term, so we can potentially get the souls of the army back.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you know what? I just realized I do have a new lead. I gotta figure out what my unfinished business is.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm here for a reason.
If you never fulfill it, you'll live forever.
I don't really think that's how it works. I mean, I guess I technically would, but I also could just die again, and then I don't get heaven or anything that's beyond this point.
You're going to heaven
wander
regardless.
between the winds forever. I wouldn't wish that upon mine worst enemy.
Yeah, neither would I. That monkey's
Yami,
going crazy.
yeah.
The monkey music's going crazy, dude.
Yami enters through the window and hops up on the table next to Bingo.
Young Meowski.
Young Meowski.
Young Meowski.
Bingo?
Hey, so I look different now.
She sticks her pop to go like put it on, I guess you're pretty short, so I was gonna say like your foot, but I guess like your hip. And
Yeah.
she places it on the side of your hip, and you feel her. She
Oh,
touches
you can touch me?
Sned, did you give her your ghost touch gloves?
I would never give anybody my ghost touch gloves. I need them desperately.
Young Meowski, are you a like a ghost?
You can't say that.
I know, but I said it quietly. I can say it. I'm a ghost.
Oh, all of a sudden you're reclaiming
it's
it.
our
His
word.
word. He can say it.
Jesus Christ.
She goes, no, I don't think so.
Are you a spirit of some kind?
No, I'm just a cat. And she just does a little
Well,
circle, and
You're
you
not
can
just
see
a
she's
cat.
like touching the table, whereas you can't touch these objects. You're just passing through them. But she's touching the table, but she can also touch you for some reason.
It's
She
weird, right?
brushes up against your leg.
I feel like a spirit's pretty likely. There was that spirit gecko, after all, in town.
That is true.
I'm a cat.
Well, you
Well, yeah.
talk. Cats don't normally talk.
Maybe
True.
you all just can't hear us normally.
No, that's not it. I know for sure that's not it.
Meow, 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 meow.
And she
I
just
didn't know
starts
you were a cat, Snid.
like wiggling and dancing to some music that you guys can't hear.
Hmm.
She got AirPods in.
Yeah, something like that.
She got the Raycon earbuds, dude.
We're, by the way, we're sponsored by Raycon. Everybody, check our link in the description to get.
Oh god.
Well, we can figure out what young Meowski here is later.
Yeah.
We have a bit more pressing issues at the moment.
I'm a cat.
Yeah. Apparently I was supposed to find it. I only remember vaguely what happened when I was dead, but like they mentioned something about finding something that was like not
Who
quite
mentioned?
sure. Apparently I got some kind of unfinished business or whatever, but not really sure what it is.
Well, you are a merchant.
Well, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's anything related to being a merchant.
But they do lots of business.
I mean, this is really a question you should be asking yourself, because I mean, you know, we don't know the whole bingo lore, you know.
That's a good point. What am I still here for?
Maybe we need to paint you blue again. It might jog your memory.
I mean,
I don't think
really,
you can touch me, but I'm not letting you finger paint me, so we're not doing that.
Right. really must have become a ghost. I mean, not everybody just gets to become a ghost after they die, right?
Right? So I don't know what's going on.
So, what are you selecting as your investigation then?
I think I want it to be my unfinished business.
Unfinished. So you get 2, right? Unfinished business.
Yes, I've
and
got
governor?
unfinished business. And I've had the missing governor going for basically as long as we've had that one.
Okay. All right. So, what? You guys gonna rest for the night then? Go back to your homes.
Yeah.
Or sleep at the tea house, whatever.
We're gonna
love-
sleep, and we're gonna get lots of water pressed against us to heal us as well as night
Yeah.
comes.
Okay. So,
Except
Fully
for
rest.
Bingo, he doesn't get that.
fully rest and fully heal, except for Bingo.
Real.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you guys are gonna take the time to like fully heal up.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not just like sleeping for 8 hours and then running back out.
No,
Well,
never.
we might. You never know.
I'm not.
Real.
Elijah staying in town. All right. Yeah, you guys can fully heal yourselves, and remove your wounded conditions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All your wounded twos. And Bingo can only needs 4 hours of rest, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Let's
for the
go.
next 4 hours.
You can sleep twice then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just keep on sleeping, or whatever it is that ghosts do to rest.
Lumber.
Slumber. Yeah. Bingo can fully heal as well. through whatever means, or maybe just several rests. You're just giving yourself 1 health at a time?
Yeah.
You're just kicking the plus button? If you click the heart, it fully heals you.
I know.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just typed in my health. I
You can
just
also
typed
do
this
that.
in.
It
This
is
is more
important
for
for
anything.
it is important to rest for the night though, because you also get your flasks or whatever back, your reagents. You get to select for the day.
Oh yeah.
Sweet
Well.
animation spam for the stream there.
It's so cool. Alright, we're done.
Well, I'm feeling just about ready to run back into that coon wall. Who's with me?
Not me. Give me like a day or two to figure out what I'm gonna do from now on before I go charging back in and throwing my afterlife on the line too.
You got your whole afterlife ahead of you. I don't know why it's such an urgent.
Not if I throw it away immediately.
Well, you know, you'd never do that.
Never ever.
Never. I mean,
Okay. What are you doing? Come back out, you're gonna talk to some people, you're gonna investigate some stuff in town, you're gonna just focus on the town, like doing your weekly activities, because those are still going on.
It's true, we do have to do some of
Those will
those.
continue for the summer.
Does Bingo get to do weekly activities?
Well, what do I do? Like,
He can do something. He probably can't do any of the things you've been doing.
He can do it at night.
He can do like the tea house, like finances and stuff. He can do the accounting
so real.
At night.
at night.
At night.
He can clean up the tea house at night.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's like, oh, the after crew will get it. The after crew is like afterlife crew.
Yeah.
And that's just like me and
Jeff.
a dead bot. Yeah, me and Jeff and the cat.
Yeah.
Alright, I like that idea. I'll help clean the tea shop at night. I got nothing better to do.
So just gonna do some tea shop, earn incomes. Okay. So you guys doing that, or you guys gonna head back out?
We're doing that.
You're doing
Alright.
a weekly activity. Okay.
I feel
guess.
like we need to. It's gonna be a rough time if we go out and there's 3 of us.
Yeah, there's only 3 of us.
I mean, I didn't even use a single hero point. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
I used several.
The next fight's probably not as hard.
I used all of mine and still died.
Probably
fine.
not.
Probably fine.
Come on, we're adventurers.
I'm not.
Alright.
I'm a monk.
What is
Right, buddy?
the monk doing for the week?
Oh,
The second
Um,
week of Lamashan.
What's our food to security ratio looking like right now?
good question.
You guys.
I don't have to eat anymore, so that's 1 meal. That's 1 mouth less to feed.
You should just kill more people.
Dude, honestly,
Yeah, need less security then too.
I think we figured out the way to solve real world hunger.
We force
Just
people into
kill
labor
people.
to collect
Just
all
kill
of the
people,
food we
dude.
need, and then we cull the population after we've saved up enough food.
Food crisis, population crisis, housing crisis. None of these are a thing if people are just dead.
Well, population crisis might be a thing.
That's fair.
It's the opposite direction. I think there's a guy that
That's why
tried
we
that
just gotta start laying more eggs.
80
You know?
years ago.
Yeah, something like that. But I can't remember. Does it really matter? That was 80 years ago, Keaton. That
I
would
wonder how
never.
it turned out.
It
Yeah,
would
we wouldn't
never
try that
happen
again. All right. You guys are at 13 hope, 10 security, 9 food. And so far, it seems like nothing bad is coming of it from missing anything. You're really still just building these up. if any of them start to slip for whatever reason, that might be bad going into the winter though. So you're in the equivalent of like the middle of I guess October right now. What is Sned doing? Food's the lowest. 10 security.
I'm gonna
9
do food.
Gonna do some food. What? You can do your athletics, nature, hunting.
We will do athletics, I think, this time around.
Yes, you think so? You'd also do survival.
And we will do it well.
That's
Let's
gonna get you
go.
guys 2
Wonderful.
food points.
Hey,
Critical food gathering here.
I think the
Sned's
last thing
just
I rolled was a
booking it.
20 as well when I hugged Bingo.
Yeah, that was a good hug.
It was a good hug.
Best
Yeah.
hug you've ever had.
What
Didn't need
is
that anywhere else.
So real.
Mr. Elijah Severius doing?
Do I still have that book that we used to contact Kugapti?
Yeah, you still have it. Someone has it.
Surely I'd have it. You know, I've been pretty up in this Kugapti guy's business this whole time.
Probably.
So anyway, I'm gonna be holed up in my house all week. I'm trying to contact Kugapti.
Okay. You try. Give me an occultism.
My favorite.
You're going through. You're consulting the book, consulting some other means of like connecting with otherworldly spirits, and it seems like he's not responding to anything.
Wow.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
Rude mutt. Well, I guess I'll just try again next week.
And I guess Bingo's just cleaning and doing some accounting.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know what? I only have to sleep 4 hours, right?
Uh-huh.
Can I sleep my 4 hours during the day, and then do shit at night? Cool.
Yeah.
Cause I think Bingo. What do we want to do? I think Bingo wants to investigate kind of the town, but I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to look for. I think maybe I could go into I don't know. Well, I've either got the unfinished business or the missing governor. And something tells me the missing governor might be a little bit more of a dangerous thing to be tracking. So maybe I should start looking into my own unfinished business or something. I don't know how though.
So what do you know about your unfinished business? Do you remember what
I remember-
Ten Sweet Jing said to you?
I remember that it came to me in that vision, and I remember it had something to do with like my soul or whatever. And that apparently I wasn't the only one that was missing something. Apparently, I think the rest of us are too.
I'm missing my
That's-
father.
That's as much as I remember.
I miss my wife.
You're married?
I miss my fucking wife, Tails.
I'm not.
He was married, but
Whoa.
she left him. Took the kids.
Oh my god.
Typical. Half
Elijah's
of
a
it.
victim of divorce.
He's a victim?
Yeah, I'm ready for the divorce arc to begin. Gotta go to
Divorce
court.
arc.
Uh-oh.
Building up to this whole time.
Classic Margot rolling a 2.
That's a rigged dude, I swear.
Oh,
Okay. For your investigation, just you don't have any specific roles for that.
Yeah.
You can either give me occultism or religion to try to see if there's something there to guide you. Otherwise, society is probably the best, unless you
Okay.
want to use your underworld to see if you. I don't know. That's normally more about like criminal stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I figured.
So sometimes it's about like talking to your criminal connections or something. I don't think that applies here.
Yeah, I'm a ghost now. Kind of can't do that.
You could try.
I'll do occultism. I think that's probably better.
Okay.
All right. And I have a question. After I make this check, can we do a stealth check that if I don't do quite as well, maybe somebody saw me and maybe we start some rumors of some ghosts?
Self-reporting.
Do a
Like
blind.
rumors of my ghost wandering Willow Shore at night, because I just actually am.
Who doesn't like a little bit of drama? Come on, you know you want to
Kind
see.
of fun.
Go for it. Give me your occultism and a blind stealth roll.
Okay, I'll do occultism
Immediately
first.
gonna natty 1 his stealth and
Occultism. Hey.
blind stealth. Don't forget, you can
Yeah, I'll
click
do blind
the
stealth.
little bandit mask on the bottom near your portrait.
Blind GM roll. Let's do this.
Yeah. Only GMC.
Ooh.
Oh my god, a natural 1.
But I have dark vision.
I have dark vision. I'm not blind. So with your 29 occultism,
Yep.
recalling some tales and rituals that you might have heard, some dark magics that you might have studied or heard about. Maybe even asking Elijah for some help here.
Yep.
I know all things. Nick.
He knows everything occult.
Dang.
You are pretty sure that whatever is causing, or whatever caused you to turn into a ghost is related to the curse.
Okay.
You now you don't know what's behind the curse or what caused you to turn into a ghost, but it is not entirely occult in nature. It seems like the distinction between occult and like religion in Pathfinder is that occultism is more like religion is everything to do with like the deities and stuff like that. Occultism is specifically not deities, even like not evil ones or dark ones. That is still religion to know about like the evil gods.
Got it.
So this is it maybe has something to do with the gods. Maybe Kugapti has something to do with gods. This might have been some sort of ritual that put a curse on the town that's pulling magic from the occult, but you are sure that it is some sort of magic in nature.
Okay.
And it's not entirely occult, not entirely religion, and may even have some arcana involved.
Ooh, okay.
Which lends itself to what Skent and Swaller were investigating. Seems to be multiple things at play here.
Interesting. Good to know. All right.
And the
Good to
boy
know.
Momo is here. ready to play?
Yeah, sorry guys, been busy. Been busy today. Whew.
No worries.
All good.
So the main thing you missed is that you guys brought Bingo back to town, and you're not telling anyone that he's a ghost. And so far, you've only told Granny Who that he's even dead. No one else even knows he's dead yet. You guys just did your weekly activities. Sned and you contributed to the food, and Bingo's trying to figure out more about his condition.
Oh.
As you guys are working at the tea shop and going about your business throughout town as you're harvesting food, it seems like people are really concerned about the rising hauntings going on throughout town. It seems like they're getting more frequent and stronger each week. All these things going on, right? If you're thinking back, so before, obviously the first day of summer was a big deal. There was all the monsters, you guys got raided. But after you turned on the lantern, that's all seemed to fade away, other than the Nopperbos, who seemed to be unrelated to the monsters that took over the town. But since you even took out the Nopperbos at the Timber Mill, and you dealt with Zodo, the hauntings have steadily increased. First, it started with, those vipers that appeared out of nowhere in Matsu's toilet, and then there was the hair, and then there was the corpse of Jeff. Then, just a few weeks ago, there was that Dalgyal Gwishin that was haunting Brani, stalking him. And last week there was the spirit of Go's younger brother that he thought was haunting him, but really was his own shame. And it seems like as you guys are thinking about it, hearing people talk about all these things, all these hauntings increasing in severity, it does seem strange to you that these spiritual energies are so strong that a man's shame could physically manifest into a haunt. Right? So whatever is going on that's causing all these things is growing in strength. That it causes something as mundane as just being shameful to physically manifest. And Elijah, as you are sitting at home, you get a knock on your door.
Who is it?
Elijah, please.
Do I recognize the voice?
You do. It is your former employer. As you hear that, you hear a ruckus throughout the town. Fire! Elisha, please.
This is awfully
Staying in your room.
suspicious.
Fire!
I look out a window, maybe.
And you see in the direction of the stables, smoke.
Well, now I'm surely I'm convinced now. So I open the door.
Oh, Elisha, please. Have you seen Kui? Have you seen the stables? They're burning. Please help.
You got it. You go for help. I'll.
That's what I'm doing.
Go! Don't! I'm just one guy, okay? I'm just one guy. What am I gonna do?
Please help put out the fire.
Tree, this is your job. You're the water guy.
Please.
Fireman Queen.
You go and like try and contact any higher authority. I don't know, guards. Some. Do we have a fire department here in Willow Shore?
It's community effort. All your houses are made of wood. Oh god, I have hiccups. The rest of you also hear fire, fire, and it is late at night. It's like 11 p.m. And you guys can see in the southwestern end of town this glowing light from wherever you are in town.
Ned's gonna run at 40 feet per action and get there as quick as possible.
Look, you go and tell as many people as possible that there's a fire, and I'm gonna go head towards the fire.
Oh, same here.
As you guys run towards the fire, you see that Mosky seems to have set up like a bucket brigade to try to dump some water onto the stables. And as you get closer, you see the entire stables are just covered in flames, and it looks very close to spreading to the rest of town. These embers are flicking off. The entire thing is there's more fire than anything else at the stables now.
Even more than horses?
That's not good.
Doesn't seem like there's any horses anymore.
Oh no.
Oh.
So
Are they maybe perhaps in there still cooked?
Ned, now's not the time to be thinking about food. We got a fire on our hands.
wasting our food supply.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw buckets of water on the fire. I mean, I don't have any water magic, unlike someone.
Yeah, okay. If you want to throw buckets, that'll be athletics. Does anyone have any other ideas of how to put this out or how to help?
Wolf stance. I'm gonna fight it. No.
I'm gonna shoot water at it. I'm gonna shoot.
You know, shoot
Let's go
some
again.
water at it.
I'm gonna grapple it.
I'm
Shoot.
gonna.
Good idea.
Ooh. Wait a second. I'm going to use something on it.
I don't think there's anything I can do.
You can go to the fire. Wait, are you immune to fire?
He is not.
Oh.
Must be
I'm not
spirit.
immune to fire.
If you guys are gonna help out with the buckets or run around trying to do stuff, you can give me athletics to try to put it out. Everyone should be here unless, I mean, I guess not bingo.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6 and you barely did better than me.
We can give me a nature check if you would like.
Me?
I need to
And,
check on what?
Nature.
Oh, okay.
And I'll give you a bonus to it.
Come on, give me something good. Oh, okay.
Woo!
Hey, you know,
Average.
That is a success, not a critical success, but we got 4 successes here. I guess Margot's gonna do some athletics. You know, here he's gonna. Margot's gonna help out by see, what is that? No, he's not doing athletics. Margot's gonna help out by like directing people, telling people what to do here. And he's still gonna fail.
Freaking Margot.
Damn it, Margot.
Typical
Good
Margot.
job.
What is Bingo thinking here?
That's a good question.
You see this fire. You're stealthily sneaking around, and you see the rest of your Tamabushi helping, throwing buckets. Margot's failing to direct people.
Typical Margot.
Can I, okay.
Oh my god, Margot's burning
Isn't
to
the whole,
death.
the
Margot
whole state was
fails.
on fire, right? Like, I can't avoid the fire in any way.
What do you mean avoid the fire?
Like, there's no way I could get in there without like touching fire, I assume, right?
Yep, fire still hurts you.
Alright, what do we want to do here? I don't know what to do. You know what? Can I quick tincture? Is there anything like I don't think I have that as a thing though. Hold on.
What do you want to do?
So I'm trying to. I don't know.
You're allowed to do
I don't know if I
nothing.
can. I don't know if I can help.
Well-
I think this is Bingo realizing like, oh, I can't help people the same way I used to be able to now.
You
Like,
used
it's
to be
not
such
all
a
good.
Samaritan.
I'm such a good Samaritan. I was such a good guy, dude.
You're such a helpful person around town. Yeah, I think you're definitely realizing the limitations of your condition now.
Yeah.
You didn't
He
quite
was like, huh.
realize at first just sitting around the house or the tea house, but maybe
I also look at like Margot miserably failing at like trying to direct people and being like, I can't help with that either. Like, everyone thinks I'm dead.
maybe now's your
Well,
time to
we
shine.
don't think you did.
I might have.
You're dead. We haven't told anyone that you died, except for Granny Who.
Is Granny Who here?
No.
Good point. All right. I'm hoping that the light of the fire offsets my blue filter that I have as a ghost, and I try and stay as like regular to the ground as possible.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go over there and start trying to direct people. But I want to put on. I want to make people think that I am just still alive, still here for now.
All right.
At least while this is going on, because I don't want everyone to panic while we're doing this.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Diplomacy? Alright.
Yeah, it's in the chat. And I'm gonna take your stealth from earlier here first, seeing if you can blend
Cool.
in.
Come on, baby.
That's a success.
Oh.
Bingo, you show up, you know exactly
I started
how.
redirecting people, and
Yeah, ignore what that asshole's saying. You know.
you guys grab water, bring it over there. We need a line. We need a line. It's got to go as fast as possible.
And with
Just-
Bingo's masterful direction here, and of course, along with Elijah's elite athleticism, it's really booking it
Elite.
here.
This is the fastest he's moved in his entire life.
He just loves the stables. He used to sleep there.
That's
There
true.
you go. That's why.
Yeah. You guys are
Deep
able
interpersonal connection.
to put out the fire in what must be a Willow Shore record time.
Let's go.
Great work, team.
And
Except for you,
Anyone
Martin.
notices, I want to like kind of like slip out and just be like kind of gone.
and you guys,
Margot, you could have used a little bit more effort on your part, honestly. Just
Margot just sits down in defeat. I'm sorry.
Poor guy. Can't catch a break.
And you guys were able to douse the fire so quickly that none of the food stores were lost.
Yeah.
yeah.
You saved
That's how we roll.
all of the food and all of the materials. Everyone still feels pretty safe and secure. Lost no
That's what we do.
hope, no food, no security. No, good to go. No one even got hurt.
Question.
Margot almost got hit by a burst of flame, but he dodged it.
Can I investigate what started the fire?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
You is anyone else gonna join?
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate to see how the horses are doing.
Okay. Yeah, you
So
guys can
real.
take some time to investigate. Bingo, as you're snooping around.
Yep.
Tracing the perimeter, you don't really see much as you get in towards the main barn where it looks like the fire started, because that's where the fire was biggest. You go to the primary barn. You spend some time there trying to figure things out, and it turns up an eerie bit of evidence. You see a charred Tengu skeleton.
Ooh.
Never trusted a Tengu in my life.
Oh, this is a cover up.
How dare they
Oh
just die?
no.
Very untrustworthy behavior.
This is not good. Gang, this is not good.
Telling me we got a murderer in our midst?
A charred Tengu skeleton. Can I take a closer look at the skeleton? Do I recognize anything from them?
Give me a
Or is
perception
it
check.
just... Alright. Oh god.
It's
Perception.
Margot's father.
They finally found him.
I didn't think there'd be anything left of him.
Not great. Not great.
Trying to look at the body of the skeleton here, and you see some sort of mark etched on the skull.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, huh.
And here's an opportunity. Give me your underworld lore.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, okay. Let's do this. Does this have anything to do with any of the leads that I am following or no?
No.
Okay. Good to know. Let's go. How many 29s am I going to roll today?
29.
Must be fake.
You see a mark etched on the skull, and you recognize it's a mark of crime, like a brandishing of some criminal. You even might have had something similar from your youth. Sometime you got caught and imprisoned in some far off land before you made it to Willow Shore. You know that sometimes you don't recognize this exact mark, but you know some prisons will like brand or etch their criminals.
Okay.
Is it on the
This is
carcass
a
or is it on the
criminal.
bone?
It's on the skull.
Oh my
There's no
God.
carcass. It is bone.
So it's either
it is
they went
burnt bone.
physically deep or this is some kind of like magical branding that probably goes all the way to the skull.
Yeah.
Or they did it
You
after
can't
they killed
prove
him.
But now, why would they go and do that for?
That's also a possibility.
So anyone else investigating can be here now. I assume Bingo would have got there first because you can just go in. Other people would have had to talk to people first. So you're all seeing this body, and hopefully Bingo points that mark out to you guys. And you see the head seems to have been severed at the neck. You see marks on the neck bones. Looks like some sort of blade cut through and even chipped off pieces of the bone there.
Ew.
But
That's an ugly one.
the skull and the skeleton, the rest of the skeleton, are perfectly intact and in place. It was not rearranged. This person died here, or the body was left here and then burnt. But clearly the head was detached. So this is probably where it was, because
Because it's like a clean
It's
cut.
a clean cut. All the pieces look like they're right there, and the head's like
Yeah,
right
okay,
above
got it.
the body, like in place.
Yeah, got it.
So looks like this is where they died.
So they killed them here by cutting their head off, and then they burned the body.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, anyone with
What
the
the-
anyone else can give me a diplomacy or a Willow Shore lore here?
I'll
I
do
would
it.
like to.
Okay, you do it.
You both may if you would like.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, 20.
20. Elijah, you
Dang.
if you see this, I guess I need to caveat this. You don't recognize what this is. But Ned, you're able to lead him in the right direction and remind him that maybe someone knows about this body. Maybe there's something else going on here. And Elijah, if you ask around, maybe if you ask Kumsun Chung, you can learn a little more history of Willowshore here, as some of the old heads here, Matsuki and Kumsun Chung for sure, would be able to tell you this, that they recall this, it's kind of like, back in the 70s type of thing. They recall a short-lived reign of terror on the town.
Short-lived.
Freaking rot, bro.
Rot?
Yeah, rot. It's a clan in RuneScape.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah, it was
cool.
reign of terror. Yeah, it was rot.
That's
From-
literally what they are. It's reign of terror.
from an arsonist named Nin Nok. It's an arsonist that passed through town and burst onto the scene.
He just was passing through town.
Burst onto the arsonist scene here in Willowshore.
I know somebody else who just happens to be passing through town fairly often.
Oh.
Nin Nok was an arsonist. But in Willowshore, she was captured and executed for her crimes. She was beheaded, and a mark of crime was etched onto her skull to indicate her punishment in the afterlife before she was buried in an unmarked grave in the Bones of the Forgotten northwest of town. Bones of the Forgotten is a graveyard where you guys, where Willowshore basically dumps either criminals or John Does, and just leaves them there. Any bodies found in the forest around town by any explorers, the hunters, they come across a body, it gets buried in the Bones of the Forgotten.
That's like a waste of food.
Yeah, well, as we discussed earlier, food is subjective.
But it looks like her bones are not in the Bones of the Forgotten. They're here in the barn for some reason.
Did it look like... Sorry, I don't know if you said it. Did it look like it was unearthed? Or that it was like more recent that the body appeared?
Well, it's burnt, so it was in the fire, it looks like.
Okay.
And from what Elijah learned, she didn't die in a fire, she was executed. So
Yeah.
the charm marks are recent. Nin Nok.
Nick knock, potty walk. Give a dog a bone.
But because of the burning, you can't really tell. There's no like dirt on it, really. None that looks like it would have come from anywhere else, other than, what's on the bottom because it's in the barn. Even then, there's not very much. It looks like any marks on it were burnt off, or like any spots of dirt were burnt off.
Hmm.
Curious.
Strange.
Uh,
Well, this is quite the predicament.
that's odd.
That's odd.
Do we want to check the? I mean, do we want to check the grave, the grave
Yes.
site? See if there's any that have been dug up.
Let's go. Let's go right
I
now.
agree. Yeah, might as well. It's probably freshly dug up if they just burned the corpse.
Maybe Jeff will know about it.
We could ask him.
He could know a lot about corpses being a corpse.
Yeah. He probably knows all the corpses of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He was buried at the Temple of Pharasma.
He was, not anymore.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you say not really his neighborhood. Not really his neighborhood.
Yeah, he doesn't know those guys. You can
God.
still ask him, but I don't know that
Maybe
he
he's
would
heard
know
from
much.
some of his corpse friends.
Yeah. He's go to Jeff, or you go out to the Bones of the Forgotten?
Just go to the graveyard.
Bones of the
We can go to the
Forgotten.
bone.
Let's
It's
go.
fine.
Okay. All right. You head to the graveyard there. It's not too far out of town, but it's definitely outside of like where anyone lives. It's off in the hills to the northwest. A couple miles outside of town. Only takes like 30 minutes to get there. And you all give me, all of you, give me a perception check as you're scanning around trying to find her grave.
Oh, hold on, I did the wrong one. I can redo that if you want me
He
to
never
make it.
makes it blind.
Got it.
It's fine. We'll see.
You
Just-
gotta click the button on the bottom. It's way,
Makes it
way
easy.
more helpful.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Because after 10 minutes or so, Elijah, you spend a lot of time in graveyards. You know what you're looking for.
Yep. You know me, I always hang out in the graveyard.
Elijah is the first to spot an unmarked grave there, as most of them are. Very few are marked. Some of them are marked with like the times the bodies were found. You can tell those ones were placed here by the hunters. Some of the criminals do have their names etched along with their crimes on some of these stones, but most of them don't even have tombstones at all. You're gonna see just patches of dirt where people were buried. And you find one that appears to have been dug up. And good intuition, just like Jeff. Looks like
I knew Jeff would have known.
it looks like it was dug up from within.
Oh, don't tell me Yami made another friend.
Just not dug up from the outside.
Call me executed.
Oh my god, what is going on?
Mousky is raising the dead and then executing them.
I didn't know you were keeping a serial murderer as a pet, Bingo.
Okay, look.
Turn into a ghost.
If they are a serial murderer, I didn't know. But we also don't know if they're the one behind this. This might be coincidental.
That it doesn't judge.
Could be somebody else that's behind this, but we should probably question young Meowski, figure out what the hell they're doing. Or if they know anything like this.
Yeah, maybe he does know something. She knows something about this.
Yeah. Back to the tea shop.
You head back to the tea shop. And we're here. You guys all show up, and young Mousie's just sitting on the table wagging her tail. She's Jeff's probably here.
Stop! This is the police.
Meow. It was
You are under arrest for suspect.
Jeff. They're dancing.
Oh my god.
They're just dancing on the table. Meow.
Thought we told you not to dance at
You're all
tables.
visiting. What's
We
going
have
on?
some concerns.
Concerns?
You good cop, I'll be bad cop. Ready? Let's go.
All right, so
What's a cop?
me and my buddies, we found a bit of a, a corpse that may or may not have been raised from the dead. Do you happen to know anything about that at all?
You mean Jeff?
Not Jeff, a different one from a
Oh.
different grave.
There's another Jeff?
It's not another Jeff. It's just it's another guy. Like
You guys found me another friend?
no.
And she goes
You know, the good cop
She goes to,
approach
like-
isn't working.
brush up against your legs again, Bingo. Well, thank you. I thought you said I couldn't do it anymore.
Wait, you're not supposed to. Are you saying you had nothing to do with this?
No? How can I give a gift to myself? I thought you
Why'd you
got
do it
it
the
for me.
first time?
Oh. Wait, this isn't a gift? You didn't find me a friend?
No, we didn't find you, friend.
Oh. And yeah,
In fact, someone's missing.
her ears go back and her tail droops. Oh, No, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, man. Like I think they're probably telling the truth.
I always tell the truth.
Young Mousy wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think she's capable of it.
Young Mowski, do you know anybody else who could raise the dead?
She just looks over at She looks over at Elijah.
Okay, I am.
Well, let's not.
Somebody else.
Any other necromancer buddies of yours?
No. I only know you guys.
Have you seen anybody hanging out at like? Have you seen anybody around? What is it called? Bones of the Forgotten. Have you seen anyone hanging around that graveyard?
No, I don't go to the graveyard. You told me not to.
Alright, well, good. Continue to not do that. Question: did you raise Jeff from the dead,
Well,
or did somebody else do it?
I mean, I think I did. I wanted. That's what you guys said. I just wanted to dance with him, and he started dancing with me again, just like he used to.
But did you?
Was he standing when you found him?
Well, I went to go get. I told you I went to go get. Wanted some food, cause Jeff always fed me. But I saw he was just lying there. I couldn't get to him because that lady was shooed me away. But I went back later, and then I went to go talk to my buddy Jeff, and then he started dancing with me again.
But was he up when you? Was he already up and about when you found him again?
She just goes, well, no, I curled up on him and I touched his face like this, and she goes to touch Bingo's face, and you just feel this tingling sensation along your chin, your little ghostly goatee, your ghost tea,
Wait,
And-
she should do that on his body.
And
I have it in my backpack.
you feel this tingling. I did this, and then he started dancing.
Huh. Okay, well, Well, I don't think it was young Meowski.
It wasn't
You
young
didn't do this with
Yasuki.
anybody else.
I don't know
You-
anyone.
Okay,
It's just me and Jeff. We just stay here, just like you said. Bingo.
okay. Good. Keep that up.
Okay. And she goes, "Come on, Jeff. Let's go upstairs." And she goes and she dances with Jeff upstairs. And you hear the dragging and the pitter-pattering of Jeff's footsteps on the floor above you.
That would
Well.
weird.
This is concerning.
Before you say anything, I had nothing to do with it.
I believe you. I believe you.
Are you a part of a necromancer club?
I do not know any.
You don't know?
I mean,
What were the two people that they said to keep an eye on beforehand when we thought that somebody else had taken the corpse?
your boss or whatever. Yeah, I think so.
My boss and who else?
Nobody, probably just your boss.
And no, I think there was another one.
He
Elijah.
would burn down his own father's stable. Okay, don't go there.
Elijah, he owns the stable.
His dad does.
My point is, they left the body at the stable. We might have to look into that.
I'm just saying, you're throwing some serious shade.
Look, we can investigate anyone we want, but we gotta look at all options here, man. Like,
How you're going, all options, but then you brush past your old employer. See,
we can look up we can absolutely investigate my old employer. I am just trained to seek a lead when there's significant circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence, okay? Just because it was at the stables doesn't mean it was him.
That's why I'm calling it circumstantial evidence for now, but I think it's worth looking into.
Anyways, he wasn't there on the night on the fire.
Good question. Why wasn't he there?
I should ask his dad.
We should look for him. Genuinely, we might have to look into him. Now, I'm not saying he did it, but I'm saying
in such a short amount of time.
he's got to be one of our lead suspects right now. Like, a lot of these things are lining up a bit too convenient. Look, if he's innocent, I want to prove him innocent, but we can't do that without investigating.
All right. Okay.
All right. Well, do you know where we can find him or his dad?
Do I know where I can find him? I mean, does he have? Does his house burn down? Do you live in the stables? It's all blurred.
The house is next to the stables.
But it's
The house
fine.
did not catch on fire.
Okay, let's just go to his house then.
I agree. I think that's our best move here.
A firm.
Cool.
A firm.
A
I
firm.
believe he means affirmative.
Roger.
Affirmative.
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 We gotta replace Bingo with Ghost Bingo.
Yeah, bingo with Ghost Bingo. All right. Elijah, you can do the questioning if you want to.
Right.
Where were you on the night of this evening?
I shine the lamp in his face.
I was here. I came to you all for help.
I shoot one at him. Are you sure?
Elijah, I came straight to you.
He did come straight to me, but look, we're not suspecting you of anything, okay? We're expecting come soon something.
Coming soon.
soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Coming soon. Well, I'm not suspecting him, but Bingo here is. And I was just kind of. I thought it was kind of weird that he's not here.
Did you say that Bingo's suspecting?
Well, yeah. I mean, he was at the fire. Remember, everybody thinks he's still okay.
He goes, oh well, yeah, I had him go fetch the hunters. You saw them, they were here. You didn't see him?
No, I don't believe I did. Did you?
Yeah, I thought she was here.
Well,
and you guys don't remember seeing him in the rush of things, but you're not none of you are fully confident that Coming Sung was not there.
Do you know where he is now?
Yes, he's right in here. That's not his house, this is stables, but close enough.
They live in the stable.
He doesn't live in the stables. All the horses
They're
are
horse
fine.
people. The centaurs.
Guess,
Is that racist to say?
would you like would you like to talk with him? Should I bring him out? Would you like to sit inside?
yeah, we'll sit inside.
Okay.
Good.
He brings you all inside. And yeah, Coming Sung is just sitting there. He's still like shaking. He's got a blanket wrapped around him, and he's still up, even though it's 1 a.m. But these two are still up. You know, they've been dealing with the fire for the past couple hours, so they're just kind of rattled awake here. And he's just sitting at a coffee table, sipping on some water.
Where were you at the night of the fire?
2 hours ago? I was here. I was helping out.
There's someone that can vouch for you?
Vouch for me. You were all
We
there.
don't really have any reason not to believe him, do we?
You were all there.
And we just gotta be sure.
It's Bingo.
What were you doing before the fire started?
So, hold on. Bingo's here asking questions?
Oh wait, yeah, good point. No, I'm not there.
He's whispering outside the window.
Yeah, I was waiting to Sned to ask these questions.
And I say them in like the most uncharismatic way possible.
I'm like handing you notes like through the wall or like through the window.
Where
And the notes are just
during
passing
the
through Sned's
fire,
hand.
where were you?
I was putting out the fire.
I don't believe you. I was doing that.
So many of us swear.
I didn't
What's
see
going
anyone
on?
else.
Why are you questioning me? What's going on?
Why are we questioning him?
I don't know. I got into it.
Because the corpse. I've written it down. Because the corpse.
Because there's trouble afoot.
Because the corpse was in. Because the corpse was reanimated on its own and was in their stable when it got burned. That's why.
Corpse?
Oh, we didn't tell anybody.
Oh gosh. So we found a peculiar corpse. It had a brand on its cranium. Charred corpse with a cranium brand on it in your
Yeah, you know
stable.
anything about that, bud? Huh?
Potentially the corpse of Nin Knock.
No.
Yeah, what that guy said.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything.
What that voice
said.
What disembodied voice said.
What the wall said.
These walls could talk.
Uh,
He goes, "Oh, I don't know anything about that." don't know.
Mm.
I mean, why would he know anything about that? Right? Disembodied voice?
It's worth it to check into it. We gotta know. We gotta write him off the suspect list. So ask him where he was before the fire.
So hold on. How is this happening? How is Bingo talking?
I'm
'Cause there's a
whispering to
little-
Sned, who's whispering to Elijah.
Okay, so I just want to picture it correctly. So Sned's
We're
just
playing
like
telephone.
Sned's
I'm
just
like
like
leaning against the
hanging
window.
out against by the window.
Yes. Sned, you
Like-
should be leaning against the window, and then I'm telling you through the window.
Bingo could be like whispering in your head, even if it's up against
There
the
you go.
wall.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Just want to be clear. Like Bingo, I want to be clear.
He's
So
clear.
He's not fully clear.
You're a little clear. Yeah, they explained they don't really have unless you guys want to push further and get some rules involved here. It doesn't seem like these two know anything about it. Comes to John can tell you, oh yeah, I've heard of that Ninok, but I didn't. Her body was here. It's
It was.
strange. Do you tell them that it was dug up? Like that you checked the grave?
We don't gotta say that. It's classified police information. You can't just be telling people stuff like that.
That's
You
fair.
know,
Law enforcement sensitive.
well,
Needs to know.
Yeah.
look, okay. I don't want to grill you guys or anything, but we have to know. We have to know for absolute certain that you know nothing about the charred skeleton that was found in your stable.
I know nothing.
Can I cast sense truth?
It's not a spell.
I cast perception.
You can cast perception, yeah.
Can I roll insight for this?
You can roll perception to see if they're lying, or diplomacy.
All right, I roll perception. Wait, you said I can roll diplomacy. That's even better than my perception. So
Let's go. That's such a good roll.
Let's go.
Yeah,
These aren't
they
math
seem like
lies.
they're fully cooperating.
Well, why wouldn't they, right? Right? I mean, disembodied voice. I mean, Sned.
Of course they're gonna be cooperating, but are they lying?
It's a good question.
Doesn't
Okay.
seem like it.
Cast sense lie.
All right. Well, we'll keep keep them in mind. We can move on for now.
Let's go to your boss that we all hate. Let's go.
Let's go to my boss. That's fine.
Let's go to my boss.
the the only thing that Kamsu Chung says further is, well, there's so many strange things happening. Could it be the curse doing this?
You know, just because there's a curse doesn't mean you have to blame all your problems on it.
Well, I know
You
these.
take some responsibility for your actions.
I didn't do anything. I'm just trying to explain what might have happened. Okay, that's all you can offer. You guys head to Yuso Jin then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great side manners. You'll know she was also there helping out. She was at the beginning of the brigade, just filling up the buckets and handing them off.
How was she there so quickly?
She lives right next door.
How convenient.
How convenient. You dump it on your neighbor's property. All right.
If we go, like, I'll take you to the map. Like, it's
right next
literally right next door.
There's
That's
no
great.
way she would know.
No way.
So you head around the corner, just past some of the rice fields there, and over to Graveside Manors. And she too is still up. She was dealing with the fire nearly as much as they were. She was one of the first people to start helping out. She goes, "Oh, hello, Tamabushi." And again, where is? So this is like she'll meet you in the front of the shop. She lives like in a loft above the shop. She just met you guys when she heard you knocking downstairs. Where's Bingo?
Okay.
As the door opens, what is Bingo?
Okay, wait. She lives in a loft above like Graveside Manors.
Yeah.
Like above like the building part.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's attached to the building.
Gang, do you want to talk to her and distract her outside, and then I'll investigate her house?
Investigating your boss?
Look, man, we
Find
gotta
all the
find
money
evidence.
she's been hiding from you.
And all the money she's definitely been hiding from me.
It's been a week,
Why
and
why
you
was
haven't
she
gone
so
into
willing
work.
to part with 50 gold?
Alright. If you guys are cool with that, I'll do that. So I'll go around back before you knock on the door. And then I'll go in to the top floor. I'll ghost my way in or whatever and get up there and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah. So, mechanically, you can pass through walls, but it takes some time. You need a
Okay.
feat later on to be able to just do it instantaneously. Like, you don't really know how to use your ghost body yet.
I'm still like pushing against walls and shit. Like, how do I do this again?
Yeah. Sometimes, and like I said, you like uncontrollably clip through walls and stuff, but you just don't have like good control of like moving your entire body through at once and like passing through elegantly. Give me a stealth roll and a perception roll. Both blind. Click those buttons. So you knock on the door and she opens, and you know she's still up and she's shaking from the fire.
I put to make it blind. I don't know why it's not. It's labeled at
Blind
private
for me.
GM roll.
Well, that's fine. I can see it. And
It's mine to me.
she goes, what's going on? Did you all find out who caused that fire? Or what? She would say what? What caused
How
the
did
fire?
you know there was a fire?
Vicious.
It's
We didn't say anything about a fire.
it was right there. I was helping with the fire. I saw you all there. Did you not see me?
I don't
No.
see anything.
I just carried buckets. Sned, I handed you a bucket directly.
I don't believe it.
Oh, well. Did you? I know you guys were trying to figure out what happened. Did you figure out what caused the
I
fire?
didn't see a single hand in the buckets that I handled.
Suspicious.
A single hand?
No hands in the buckets I had.
No, I
I heard you.
I held it. Oh. Okay. What's going on?
Did you hear any noises this evening before the fire had happened?
I mean, noises? No. I mean, I was already in bed. The blaze and the shouting woke me up.
Do you think anybody in town would have a reason to light the stable on fire?
No, I don't know why anyone would do that.
But what if they were doing it to cover up a murder?
Murder? You think someone was murdered? Who died? Oh no. Was it Bingo?
Nobody that you knew.
How did you know? Oh, No, it wasn't Bingo.
You idiot.
He hasn't shown up to work for a week. It was someone killed him.
Can I hear this from where I am?
He's on vacation.
It's a
Yeah, you
vacation.
can hear all this.
It's a vacation.
Something about like crafting school or something. He was really beaten up
Vacation.
about the tournament and wanted
Yeah.
to become better.
Crafting
Yeah.
school. He got
He said he had to train in order to be as good as you.
he got
It's
out
gonna
of
be-
Willow Shore. You guys figured it
Yeah,
out.
we said
You solved the
yes.
curse?
Oh, I guess we didn't tell anybody. We didn't go through the goon wall, yeah.
Oh, so he's out there, and you guys came back, and he
We
just
haven't
left.
solved anything yet, but Bingo, he's got some.
He's taking
business.
vacation. I didn't know you guys had annual leave from saving the town.
Well, it's,
Tough, you know.
it's mandated by the governor.
He'll be back for a couple of years.
Yeah, we met the governor too. He said we
Why?
gave Bingo. He gave Bingo. He gave him an annual leave.
I'm very confused. Why? Why wouldn't Bingo tell me?
Enough of your
he's-
diversions.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
yeah.
And she's
you
bawling up. She's like, "What? You would leave without saying anything?"
Diversion is crazy. That is a crazy level of gaslighting. Oh my god.
Gaslight girl boss, you know what it is.
Oh,
Yeah, obviously. Come on.
wait. So, Bingo wasn't. Who was murdered then?
I don't know. Some nobody.
Some fucker, I guess.
Recognition.
Well, who? I don't understand. I don't know anything about this. I'm sorry.
How's Bingo's investigation going?
Give me a
It's a
perception
good
check.
question. I was like,
Are we distracting well enough?
Give me a perception check.
perception check? Alright.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and. Perception. Do you want this to be blind GM
Blind.
roll?
Blind.
Blind. I've
Oh,
got it
look at
labeled
it.
as blind. Let's see if it works this time. Okay, it worked this time.
Worked. And yeah, you're able to move through the wall, the upper floor wall. And you scan around the room. At first pass, just looking at things that don't require you to try to touch and move around. You don't see anything. Her room is very neat, just like the shop is. She
Got it.
keeps everything very orderly.
Very murder-like.
All the
Psychopaths have a tendency to be very organized. Okay, I watched JoJo. Have you seen part 4? I kept those in jars.
Oh my god.
it is very orderly, very clean. Nothing on the surfaces, other than your candle holders, things like that, like more permanent things on the surfaces. But there's not like papers laying around or clothes on the chair or anything like that. And her bed is made. And from her tendencies, when she's nervous, she likes to go around and clean around the shop. Scan around, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You've never been in this room before, I assume. You haven't been to her bedroom.
We don't know what kind of freak Bingo is.
She certainly never invited you up there.
Nope.
But yeah, you don't see certainly nothing incriminating, but nothing even strange.
Alright, well, this one might be a bust.
If you go and try to dig through some of the drawers with your ghostly hands, not really able to pull anything out without
Damn it.
disturbing it. But you can slowly try to figure out how to phase your head through and look at what's in everything. And you do use, her dresser is full of clothes. Peeking at her underwear. Her
Come on, man.
her nightstand just it's maybe a quill in there and some ink, some scrolls. The only thing you find is in her nightstand you find a bong.
What?
So real.
Wow, I didn't
You've
get
never
those.
seen her use that.
A bong? Something that you light on fire?
You can't tell. Who else would own a bong other than an arsonist?
Other than an arsonist and a murderer.
And an alchemist. And an herbalist alchemist.
Herbalist alchemist.
Like
A fake storefront for all the crime.
murderer.
And this
She's a dealer.
piques your curiosity. And you go,
Bingo's gonna get high.
there's an he's already high.
Bingo, what about the case?
You scan around and there's a single door in the corner of the room. You pass through that and you see there's a flay leaf plant in here.
What the fuck is that? Oh,
Is a weed, baby.
yeah.
Is the weed.
Oh my goodness! Whoa! None of my business.
Suspicious. So you like burning grass, huh?
Well, we don't know that.
Everyone's got something, I guess.
That's the only incriminating thing that you find. It looks like you're like smoking the good stuff.
We can put her in jail for that. Granny Who will be all about
We can get a conviction, guys. We got this.
it.
We got fill quota.
Yep. We don't get arrest at least 10 people, we're getting our wages cut.
Yeah.
Seems like a good system.
They ain't gonna cut our wages.
And after they go to prison, they can be used for
Slave labor.
security.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, man. They can make us shit for cheap.
And be better for society and be happier because of it.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And definitely not be exploited in any way.
There is
shape,
nothing
or form.
wrong with the American prison system, Radish Patch.
There's nothing wrong with the American prison system.
Only supports the American prison system.
They were sponsored by the prison industrial complex.
How'd you know I was working on that sponsor, dude?
That's crazy.
Okay, so you so
I saw my
just
paycheck.
you
So
so
she's just like smoking weed occasionally. All right,
Yeah.
nothing incriminating here.
that's all you can find. And
Damn,
you're
2 weeks
very
down the
confident. There's nothing else there.
Any head removing tools?
Anything that you might use to behead somebody.
Nothing of the sort. Yuso Jin's just sitting there
No.
with the door open. Sorry, do you guys want to talk more? Would you like to come inside?
We
got a
just
shovel.
another minute.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys are like not questioning, just another minute.
You just want to stand here? It's quite cool out.
Cut to me trying to force my way through the wall, like ah. We're running out of time.
Well,
Strange that you say it was cold. What, you've been too used to high amounts of heat recently or something?
Well, it was.
Body having trouble adjusting
It was very
to the
hot
temperature
at the fire where I was
that you
spent the evening putting out.
Spent the evening putting out. All
Yeah.
right, putting out.
Along with the
what
rest
else
of
are you putting out, huh? Lives, perhaps?
Excuse you.
Are you snuffing out innocent lives, maybe?
No. No.
Like they were matches? that you used to light the fire?
No, nothing of the sort. How would you?
He's got the worst investigation of all time.
Did Bingo get out yet?
Am I out yet?
Bingo
Am I
got,
did I make my way out and just what?
Bingo got out, and I resent all of these accusations.
Thank you for everything you've done for us. We can clearly see you're innocent.
I picked
Yep.
up the corner and just gave you guys a big thumbs up.
For a second, miss. We won't be bothering you anymore.
We were worried may have been somebody overhearing us, so we wanted to make sure they didn't think we were on their case. But we got to go after them.
You're gone
Have a
now.
nice evening.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
Goodbye.
You guys- oh.
So way to fucking excuse yourselves. Oh yeah, there was a different guy that we were trying to trick. That's why we were questioning you.
And if if this was a TV show or a movie or something, you guys walk away and we just see the camera still held on Yusojin. She just closed the door like, it's a very strange night, strange people. She heads to bed.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys
Well,
leave
that was a bust.
Graveside Manors. No evidence.
she's
She
clean.
seems totally innocent.
She just smokes a little weed. Like she's clean. She's
Seems
fine.
innocent, but isn't, huh?
Curious.
2 busts now. Is that 2? We're 2 and 2 on not
Maybe-
figuring out that.
Maybe it had nothing to do with the previous suspects. I mean, maybe that's just the nature of it is.
Maybe.
Any other suspects, Bingo? You are the investigator.
That's a good question. I don't think so. Not used to that. I got nothing. I mean, we have a lead, but
Maybe you would recognize the area that has that mark in the underworld. Perhaps it's up here in your trades.
I could. Let me see the mark again. I mean, if we go look for it again.
Yeah, of course. I've got the skull here.
Yeah, what did you do with the body, by the way? Did you leave the
that's a good
skeleton there?
question.
Well, obviously we called forensics and we took pictures of it. Obviously, is what we did, and then we put it into processing.
Painting.
We didn't touch it. That would damage evidence.
Right. Okay. Well, wherever it
We're
is,
pretty well trained.
it's in your control, your possession.
Okay. It's in
Wherever
the bag.
wherever you put it,
It's
or
with
you
me,
left it
Judge
there.
Ronnie.
Good lord. What are we gonna do with my body? That's a good question.
I don't know. It's still in the bag.
It's just rotting in the bag.
I don't know. It's a different dimension there. I don't know. It might not be decomposing.
I was a fan of putting it in resin personally, but no one else seemed interested in that.
I mean, look, man, we get whatever it is to keep my body all right for now, while we figure out all this nonsense. Just in case. I'm cool with that.
Okay, we'll do that then.
All right, sounds good. Well, can I take a look at another look at the marking on the forehead and see if I can maybe try and recognize it from anywhere?
Yeah.
Like anywhere specific.
Give me underworld.
Surely we'd have drawn it down, when we saw it. We had like a piece of paper, maybe wrote it down, maybe, I don't know.
That's true, yeah. I might have just sketched the symbol at least.
Also,
Right.
I looked it up. Apparently, it's not in any rule books, but on the Paizo forums, Paizo employee replied and said they would decay at half the rate that they
Okay.
usually would.
So we have double the time we normally would have,
Yeah.
which is still not much, but all right. Well, all right. It's Underworld, right?
Mhm.
All right, cool. Blind GM roll or
That's fine.
public?
It's fine. You can be
All right,
public.
cool. Whee! Ooh. Okay, that's all right. We'll take it.
Yep, it's Willow Shore.
Willow Shore, okay. Anything else, or so it's our prison then?
Mhm.
So that means it probably is Ninnock or whatever.
There you go.
It
That's
seems like-
that's what it looked like. I don't remember the description.
There really wasn't a description other than it was an engraving.
Sure,
Colored and everything too.
colored and everything.
That's good.
Wow, that must have been some special kind of brand. If
Do we know where the
colored.
prison is here?
Yeah, you guys have been there. You freed some people.
All right.
Good times that was. Simply times.
It's beautiful artwork
Okay, so
there.
this is definitely Ninnock then. If this is from the Willow Shore prison. Question is, how do they get there? We just know that it seems to someone raised the dead, brought them there, and burned the corpse. Now the question is
rat folk.
why. Questions are who and why. Since we can't figure out the who, maybe we should try and figure out the why.
Because they're rat folk.
Okay, well, you gotta stop blaming the
Jesus.
rat folk, man. People are gonna get the wrong idea that you're racist.
He does.
guys-
eat
The
rat
right
food.
idea.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Jesus.
I didn't know Sin took the racist back.
Now I'm starting to see why I chose Granny Who over Modsky.
Birds of a feather. Yeah, the story lines up. It seems like this is Ninnock, and someone or something was able to raise the skeleton up again. Now you're not sure if there was any flesh left over. Again, this was decades ago. It was most likely fully decomposed, just the skeleton remaining. Even if there were any remnants of flesh, it would have been burnt off by the fire.
Okay. So we've got a who, well, we've got a where, we've got a when, roughly. We don't have a who or a why. We kind of have a how.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's our next move?
No.
Well, who's the Tengu? Maybe we should look into their background.
Yeah.
That was
Find info about.
Ninnock.
The
was
victim.
A Tengu.
Ninnock is the Tengu.
Wait.
This is Ninnock's body.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. That.
Find evidence about what they are, who their enemies could potentially be, and then we could really find out who did it.
All
I
the
can
evidence
see-
leads you to believe that this was Ninnock.
Oh, it was
So
Knock.
Wait. So Ninnock burned the. Like. Oh. So like someone resurrected Ninnock and they burnt down the stables. Ninnock did.
What about the beheading?
She was beheaded.
that was the one they were executed, right?
Oh,
She
was
was
the one
executed.
beheaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was executed. That's where the beheading happened. So
It was just a headless or a beheaded zombie, basically.
yes.
That lit a
Why
fire.
did we find the head and the corpse next to each other? I guess that maybe they just.
If you were a zombie, you'd carry your head with you.
I guess that's true. If you reanimate a corpse, does the head go back on or does it stay detached? How does that work?
Well,
I don't know. I'm not a necromancer.
Elijah, you got any
I've only
answers?
ever. I am not on that level. I've only brought back hands.
Mhm.
and the mom.
Well, we're at a bit of a dead end here. Then I don't know.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Seems
Do we
like
know any other necromancers?
You do
Anyone at all?
You're not aware of anyone else that practices necromancy.
So either it's someone that we don't know, something that we don't know, or someone's doing necromancy in secret. Those are the only options.
So, anybody's ever thought of that yet?
Could
Yeah.
be. We
Definitely thought of that.
Margot did.
Margot definitely did.
don't have any evidence for it, though,
Margot's
unfortunately.
just been yapping about it. It's definitely Shinzo this entire time. We shouldn't even bother talking to anyone else. We should just wait for Shinzo to show up.
And arrest him on the spot.
Yeah. So it's like 1:30 in the morning now. What do you guys? You guys gonna keep trying to talk to people, or
My
are you guys going?
senses are still sharp.
We gotta harass everybody in the town.
Okay.
Alright, what are we doing?
If you
Or
want
not.
to keep talking to people, give me a diplomacy roll.
Oh,
What about
If you
intimidation?
don't
No,
want to talk, you can.
I just I
rest
still
of the
want to do
night.
this good cop, bad cop thing. You know, I can be bad cop. Who wants to be good cop? Raise a show of hands.
I'm probably the muscle more than the talking or scaring.
Yeah, you can be the ominous figure that stands in the background.
Yeah, that's
You
kind
can
of.
only be good cop for, like, a cat, and that's probably about it.
So,
Only we had another character that was good at communicating.
If only.
too bad
That's
we
weird.
only have 3 characters that max out charisma.
Yeah. Yeah. That does suck.
So, I'll say you guys should rest for the night. Just go to bed. All your leads seem to be dead ends.
Yeah.
If you wake back up in the morning, Bingo wakes up after 4 hours, of course, of his spirit sleep. And
Yeah.
if you want to keep talking around town, it doesn't seem like anyone knows what caused the fire. And if you tell them about whether you do or not, just like you told Yuso Jin or Kumsun Chung about the body, the only thing they presume is like the curse is getting stronger. That's the only thing is able to provide towards that end. And you're not aware of anyone else that knows about necromancy. The only other person that could have possibly studied it is Lizeth Kendora, the priest of Pharasma, but she knows it more from understanding Pharasma and Pharasma's hatred of necromancy. She herself does not practice necromancy. She only knows it from Pharasma's point of view.
Wait, Pharasma hates necromancers?
Correct. Pharasma wants the dead to be dead because that's her job, is to carry them on to the afterlife. Pharasma actually really hates necromancers for bringing them back to the plane of the living, the material plane.
Not looking good for Bingo.
Yikes, Bingo. Uh-oh.
I might be in the doghouse.
I gotta exercise you soon.
Not in the god
Okay,
house.
we're not doing that.
So
I gotta find my unfinished business.
it seems like you guys are at a dead end. You didn't really learn any more of what would have caused this, other than spooky stuff is going on.
There's lots of dead things in this campaign, but they're all back alive, so is it really a dead end?
That's a good point.
It's a living end.
You see a dead end. I see a reanimated end. Anyway.
Bingo. In your spirit sleep, whatever that manifests as, feel free to describe what your 4-hour resting is like.
Terrifying, probably. Night terrors.
Screaming.
Terrifying. I think it's Bingo just like almost like pretending to sleep. Like he like closes his eyes and then just kind of like sits there for 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you just sit there silently. And as you're kind of meditating, you get some. It's not quite like sleep, like a dream. It's this state between sleeping and it's more like meditating. Your mind just wanders, and it's relatively lucid. You're aware of it this entire time. So these 4 hours are not as restful as they were when you were alive. It's because you're fully aware of everything this entire time, so you're aware of the passage of time here. You do get these like images, like your thoughts are more vivid in this time, and you get an image again, just like when you're on the edge of death, as Tensui Jing was embracing you and telling you about your unfinished business. And you just see again this image of her pulling away from you, from hugging you, and her face right up against yours. And she says, "Ingo, you must take the journey. You must take the pilgrimage, you and the Tamabushi. You must cleanse the land." And you wake up.
Pilgrimage? Cleanse the land? The hell are they talking about?
So, Bingo, you do know the pilgrimage.
Yep. The pilgrimage, okay.
Everyone would know about the pilgrimage.
Mhm.
So
What is the pilgrimage?
This is common knowledge. So that's the path you were on was the pilgrim's path. The Tansugi Monastery is founded. I've been getting her name wrong this entire time, I think. By a monk named Ji Hui, 7020. It was built around an ancient Asugi tree said to have mystic properties. It's founded, and again, Willow Shore is founded to support those who built the monastery. And the path from Willow Shore leading up to the monastery is called the Pilgrim's Path. It's where everyone was carrying around the timber to build the monastery, was on the Pilgrim's Path.
All right.
So it's founded in 7020. Ji Hui passed away in 7054. Oh, sorry. Ji Hui is not the one that was hugging you. Ji Hui was the monk that founded Willow Shore. Tensui Jing was the monk that was said to have slayed Kugapti long time ago. Sorry, I don't want to confuse those. Two separate monks. Ji Hui died in 7054, and the rest of the monks at the monastery began to they split off into some different factions, and they kind of just faded away, because no one really stepped up to the leadership of leading the monastery after their death. And by 6 years later, the monastery was then fully abandoned. And that, and 2 years after that, since 7062, was the Night of the Broken Blades, which, if you guys remember, was when some woodcutters showed up to harvest the timber in the area, but they came back to Willow Shore down the Pilgrim's Path, and they were undead, and they raided the town as these undead lumberjacks. And it's been 46 years since that. So the town has only been around for 86 years.
Okay. I think I relay to the group when they wake up. Like when we're all back together, basically being like, hey, we gotta go take the pilgrimage, apparently. I think it's got something to do with maybe my unfinished business and whatever else is going on in this place.
Okay.
All right.
Lead us.
We as bingo.
We will
I don't
follow.
know where the Pilgrim's Path is. I haven't walked it before.
We will follow the leader.
Weren't we just there when we were at the...
You were
Goon wall?
you were like just before the start of what's traditionally called the Pilgrim's Path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you didn't quite get there yet. You're like on the path to the Pilgrim's Path, really.
Mm-hmm.
You were just about to start it when you went to that other place where the Vulture and Tensui Jing were, and then you're transported back. So
Okay.
reading this text here, this is some more information you know. The Pilgrim Path is a 13-mile hike. Traditionally, those who would seek knowledge made the trek slowly, pausing to spend the night 3 times at 3 shrines along the way. So this is the pilgrimage, really. These shrines, one is on a floating platform in a lake, one near an ancient dead tree, and one on a secluded rocky perch overlooking the path below, represented the travelers' past lives, their future lives, and their current life. By turning their short hike into a multi-day meditative trip, the seeker of knowledge and enlightenment adopts a mindset better suited to receiving the teachings of the monks of the Tensui Monastery. So it seems like Tensui Jing was telling you to perform this.
Okay. I think we got to do that then. That's it. This is gonna be a commitment, though. We got to commit like what, 3 days to this, at least.
4 days and 3 nights.
4 days and 3 nights to this.
What else do we have to do?
Hang around
That's
town
a
if
good
you want.
point. Do we want to spend a day to get ready for this? Get some supplies and stuff, and make sure we're all good to go? Because I feel like this is kind of the thing that maybe once we start this pilgrimage, I think we're not supposed to stop. So I don't know if we can just come back if things start to go wrong.
You can always come back if things go wrong.
But does that interrupt the whole thing? That's my question.
Nah, it'll be fine. We've never been stuck anywhere.
You've literally been
Always
stuck
just
in
turn
town this
around.
entire time.
Yeah,
So
but it's
real.
comfortable there.
But I mean, here's the thing, Caden. If you're stuck in a big enough place, are you even stuck at all?
I'm stuck on Earth, personally.
Yeah, but do you really consider yourself stuck?
I'm stuck in this room. So, what are you guys doing? You guys gonna supply up?
Pilgrimage.
You gonna do the pilgrimage?
Pilgrimage. Pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage. I'm
Pilgrimage.
doing it.
Okay.
Bingo's gonna discover himself, and you know what? Maybe I'll discover myself too.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Maybe
a
I'm
big.
not sad. Maybe I am snattily, and I've been living a double life, and I'm coming back to realize it now.
The thrill of the double life.
As you guys are heading,
The best of both worlds.
out of town,
For real.
northwest again, to head to along the Pilgrim's Path. I guess I can display this text to you. As you're leaving town, you hear creaking of some wooden wheels. Your buddy,
Margo, quiet down.
your buddy Shinzo is
Oh god.
wheeling his cart back into town. Oh, how's it going, friends?
How do you get out of town?
Where are you coming
Oh,
from?
wait, I'm not there. I dive into the woods.
You see him approaching, and Bingo ducks into the woods. He approaches the rest of you. How's it going, friends? Where's what's Bingo doing? Where's he
he's
hiding
just
out there?
He's just lying down for a bit. He's a bit tired right now.
In the bushes?
Yeah.
He-
He's
Elijah can
getting in-
explain it to you.
He's getting in touch with nature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm teaching him nature stuff right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're teaching him?
He's becoming an earth kineticist as we speak.
Yep, he's trying. Yep.
He's practicing? Okay. It's interesting.
He believes he can do it, so
taking this fucking whole of a lie. Like,
Well, belief is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
We must have
What are we
faith
gonna
in
do?
our
Say no?
practices
Right.
and convictions. So
That's what we've been telling them.
Yeah.
Where are you all headed to?
We're on the road to greatness.
Oh,
You know how it
sounds
is.
exciting.
Meridian City.
I mean, you've been on the road to greatness before, right, Shinzo?
Well, I believe we're all on our own paths to greatness. Some of us,
No, I mean like the road to greatness. You know the one.
oh, I'm not sure. What are you referring to?
The Pilgrim's
Road.
Path.
To greatness.
Yeah, where everyone goes to go become great.
Yeah.
No,
It's like Victory Road, where everyone goes to get victory.
I haven't
Are
heard
you guys
that.
trying to just like out weird him? What's going on here?
I haven't heard of that. Sorry. I
haven't
would
been
like
to
to go there
Victory
someday.
Road?
Then, you say it's so great.
We'd all like to go there someday. Trust me, Shinzo.
Would you
Only
like
the
to?
very best can make it.
Yeah.
Do you like
I don't know if
to
you got
buy
that
something before you
jib.
head out on your journey?
You know, we kind of spent all our money on crack.
I'm broke.
So we can't do that. Sorry.
Oh, what is this crack?
Magical substance. It gives you +2 perception and +2 strength at the cost of it wears off
All
after a
your
while, and then you get
Oh.
and also all your money, and also once it wears off, you get a -2 bonus to all your attributes.
Wow, that is very specific.
But you know, it's pretty cool if you have like a lot of it, and then you can just do it all the time, so you never get any of the downsides. But that's a story for another day.
If you just stay drugged up. There's no downside.
Well,
Trust me.
best of luck on your journey then.
But to you too, Shinzo.
And he's just gonna wheel his cart over to the center of town.
He always appears right after a tragedy. You guys notice that?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. What is he, the Grim Reaper or something?
Suspicious. Maybe he's the one.
He's the one. He's the one, the only one.
Like suspect.
Okay. So, you guys head back to the road then? Head along the path?
Yeah.
The path. Is he gone?
The road to greatness.
Alright, he's gone. We're good.
No, wait, I forgot. We're supposed to encase Bingo's body before we go anywhere.
Oh, right. We were absolutely supposed to do that.
We'll just shove him in like the fridge in the tea house. I don't know. I like him. Where else are we gonna put him?
Fridge?
Yeah.
Would they have fridges in Willow Shore?
We got map.
Well, you know, like what's the equivalent of a fridge? You know, like a cool room. I don't know. I didn't live back in this time period.
I don't know.
Ice box.
Probably just the
Icebox.
cellar.
We don't want to put him in the cellar.
We have freaking magic. What do you mean there's no refrigerator?
You gotta use a spell?
I cast refrigerator on the tea house.
Okay, fine. Use a refrigerator.
I cast refrigerate dead body.
We don't have a freaking ice kinesis, right, guys? Up top.
Only water.
Only useless water and earth, and I think he took the
Fire.
third gate now too. Air.
Air.
Yeah, but fire.
He's still level 4, but you need to update that. Okay. You guys go back to the goon wall. Step
The
through,
good wall.
and it's closed. It's closed as you approach it, but as you step closer, it parts again for you. Just in front of you, it begins to part. You guys make your
I
way.
don't have any problems with it, do I?
Problems?
Well, considering I am...
A
Well, you're
goon?
about to.
Brace yourself.
Oh, boy.
So you begin walking the path. You head along this fairly nice trail in this section, and you get back here to the point that that you're at when you were moved from the that realm with the vulture. And no matter how fast you try to move or how slow you try to move, it seems like the path matches your speed. It's an eerie feeling that you get as you're walking along here, almost as if it's pacing itself along with you. You can't quite see that the space is shifting or anything. Everything looks ordinary, but as you slow down, it seems like time begins moving faster, and as you speed up, it feels like time moves slower.
That's odd.
That is odd.
If I was an investigator right now, I think I'd say, that's odd.
That's odd.
That is odd.
Very odd.
You notice that is odd. It's certainly not your imagination.
I'm starting to think the snake dimension is actually not the snake dimension, and we're instead in the snake dimension, and the snake is a dimension back to what's reality.
Oh, what makes you think that?
Well, there's nothing outside of here. But if you go into the snake dimension, there's a lot.
I guess I wouldn't know. I didn't go out in the snake dimension.
It's very voidy out here.
Are you saying that? No, that somehow someone put the entirety of Willowshore into that snake?
Well, it could be somebody moved Willowshore into a new dimension, but they left a key, and that key is the snake.
Well, it is very suspicious. We haven't encountered any other sort of dimensional objects. So, except for that dagger that one time, but...
Yeah, like some kind of like dagger or something.
But other than that, we haven't really found anything else that even really relates to that snake. Just quite an oddity.
Yes, the snake is a bit of an anomaly, so I'm not quite sure what we're dealing with that.
Well, I just looked at
only thing that like hasn't been
How much we
explained.
walk doesn't really feel like we're going anywhere.
Yeah.
As you guys are talking, you turn a corner in the path, and you see up ahead. Seems to be someone walking up ahead of you. As you look closer, it looks like a kappa, just trudging along on the path, moving in the same direction as you. You're seeing their back. You see.
Is it a female kappa or a male kappa?
See, you can't tell from here.
Oh, I could probably tell.
I cast True Sight.
It's 400 feet ahead of you at this point, but it won't take long to catch up. What do you guys do? Just
Excuse me. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't say
trudging
anything.
along.
All right. Resume defensive positions.
Aka!
I'll be in the back.
No, I'm supposed to be in the back.
But I need to hide.
I have more range than you.
Fine. Hide behind Margot.
All right. I He looks very tired.
This guy looks old.
As
Bro's soul is broken.
as
His
you
pilgrimage is not going
So
well.
tired.
as you get closer to the Kappa, he doesn't seem to be noticing you. He's just hiking along, and not only does he seem old, but he seems very weary, as you guys noticed. As
Do we have any zucchinis? That's what they like, right?
yeah, I think it's cucumbers.
That was a cucumber.
That was cute. See, I remember that.
Cucumber lore.
I have maxed out master. I mean legendary.
Do you guys say anything?
Sure, we do.
You're still,
Pardon
you're
me, traveler.
Oh, hello there.
How long have you been walking on this path?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to make my way home.
Oh, where do you live?
He drops down on his hands and knees. Please. I don't even know what I want anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for getting in your way. And he'll, on his hands and knees, he'll crawl off the road. Please, just keep going.
This is really sad.
And he doesn't look you in the eye as he says any of this. Please don't let me get in your way. I'm sorry.
You don't want to go with
sorry.
us.
Oh, please don't.
Well, where are you going? Why are you crawling away?
No, I don't want any trouble. I just please have mercy on me.
Was it something we said?
I don't know.
No.
Where's your home?
No,
where
don't
do
shout
you
at me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Where's your home?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
My home. I live in Mirror Lake. Oh, are you one of hers?
One of who?
Who?
I'm one of me.
If you're one of them, you have to tell me. It's the law.
I'm a
Please.
follower of the carp god personally.
You are not an agent of Yogaka.
No, I'm a monk.
Yogaka.
Oh,
Rokaka.
You're on a pilgrimage.
You know, there was a hag named Yogaka.
You kaka.
She tricked me. I
Uh-oh.
spilled the water from my head
Kui.
when she told me to beg for my life in front of her, and then all my water spilled out.
I can put water in your head.
Get some water in his head.
With some
I
doing.
don't think that's the problem.
She
This
flew,
guy
already
needs water in
lost.
his head.
she flew me in the air and just dropped me off here with no water. I
like
just
you need some
need
water.
water.
Yeah, I can give you water.
Don't worry, we-
No,
Uh,
no. What are you doing?
Do you not need water?
Do you want water?
Oh, is this another trick?
Here, kneel down. He'll pour some in for you.
No, that's what happened last time.
okay, just stand up then.
There's nothing out there.
Oh, I don't know. And you can tell he looks so like stricken with fear. He's still not like looking up at you. He goes, okay, and he just like shrivels up, but he doesn't like back away from you anymore.
I
Okay.
offer him my strong monk hand in support.
As support you. Oh,
So, but he sits still. You put the water.
mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check as you you lean in and fill his head bowl back up with water.
Alright.
A soul that knows no kindness is one that is troubled, surely.
Oh, it's just to be blind or private?
Yeah, it's fine. As you lean in and you fill his head up with water, you hear cackling, echoing throughout his head bowl.
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Maybe there's somebody in there.
And you fill the head up with water, and you still hear it like echoing around. Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel better. Thank you. Could you help, friends? Could you help take me to Mirror Lake?
A detour and a pilgrimage is not a detour at all.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, you see, the detour was actually the shortest path.
Oh, thank you. It's right over this way. And he's trudging along, but he seems incredibly slow. Maybe slightly faster now that you filled this head bowl back up, but he still looks very weak.
Not if you're in a hurry or anything.
Are we in a hurry?
No,
I don't know.
nothing important's going on right now.
Yep. This is basically vacation.
Biko is on vacation right now.
It's a good vacation. The hours pass, and the sun sets. We get to dusk. The light starts fading away. You guys, and this entire walk, the next like 12 hours of walking here. He says the entire time, "Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, Uncle doesn't deserve such mercy. Thank you. Oh my goodness." And he's just thanking you and almost like worshiping you guys this entire time. He does not shut up. Thank you. I
I cast
promise.
silence on.
That's crazy.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I don't deserve this.
Uncle, why
help.
don't you tell us about your family?
My family. I don't remember my family.
How long have you been walking for?
Oh, I don't know. It seems like forever. She tortures me. I can still hear her taunting.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say that we're in some sort of loop. And this guy's been stuck in it for like way longer than we have
I
been.
kind of get the same vibe. I think something weird's going on here.
That's
Mhm.
Yogaka. Be careful of her. The Storm Mother. She is a terrible and frightening monster who hurls lightning and wind that can strip flesh from bone. I don't know
Oh,
why.
wonderful.
I don't know why she's taken to tormenting me, but I know she has a particular and strange distaste for the scent of burning incense.
Good to know.
Wait, maybe you
Yeah.
can collect some strong-smelling herbs.
Yeah. And maybe if we're out here for long enough, you can become a fire kineticist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna force you, by the way. Okay, what would you do? Collect some plants?
Yeah, collect some herbs that we can burn for incense.
I do I just do like survival or something?
Yeah, survival.
Survival or nature.
You could do nature. Survival would be slightly better. Like nature is more about like identifying the plants. But survival
I'll help him.
will help you find them. So both will work, but survival's easier. Do you see?
I give aids if he's doing survival.
I do survival check.
Alright, that's some aids. And yeah, you find some stuff. You can use and burn. Whatever those plants or herbs are, you do find some here. I don't know if you can craft them into anything. That seems like a job for your ghost.
Bingo.
All you have to do is
Get yourself. Get them up.
All right, I'm gonna need some help here because I'm trying to physically grab things. It doesn't quite work. So, someone help me out here.
You just go back to the dead body and
Oh, like
If only it was that easy.
Crafting.
I can't imagine it's very difficult. You're just like tying a bundle of herbs.
Come on.
mostly, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you're able to interact with them appropriately and
Hey,
tie them up into a nice strong, potent
Let's go.
bundle there. As you guys make it to a lake,
Mirror Lake.
Mirror Lake.
Mirror Lake. I know.
I will probably have to dip here in a minute because I have food waiting for me and I don't
Don't.
want it to get cold.
Worry about it. Even though it seemed like it took hours to get here, like 12 hours. You approach this lake. Where's it says, oh, there it is. There it is. Thank goodness.
I made it.
Thank goodness. And he swims. He gets in the water. He dips his toes. Oh, thank you, thank you. I am forever in your debt. Oh. He's just like moaning and groaning around in there.
Can I go up to the shore of the water and see if I have a reflection?
You're not a vampire.
Yeah, but
We don't know that. Maybe when you become a ghost, you also you borrow some traits from vampire.
do I have
Oh my
one?
god, he has no reflection.
As you step up to the water, it's just very light ripples. It's relatively calm waters. As you step up to the water there, you do see your reflection. It's not as solid or strong, but you do see your outline. And as you step in there, you hear "Hassa," and
Oh boy.
this creature, this snake, lurches out and goes to try to bite Bingo.
A snake ant.
Idiot.
Oh.
Huh?
And it just completely misses. It passes through Bingo
Ooh,
and does not
sick.
land the hit on you. But I need everyone to roll for initiative. But we can do that next time. We'll end it right here.
Wow.
go.
Oh, you
He's a
can keep
natty
that.
20.
You can keep that perception. No, you can keep that.
Yeah, that's
initiative.
pretty fucking good.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
let's go.
We'll start next
Let's go,
session
let's go.
off.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
baby.
my god.
Oh my god.
Guys
I
are
didn't
so
see mine.
initial.
I didn't see what mine was.
Natty 20s. For the most important rolls.
Margot, of course.
That's pretty high for Margot.
That's above average.
It's
Better
7.
than a 2. That's got like 3 natty 20s this session. And
I know,
nothing
it's
really happened.
insane. Didn't punch anything though, sadly.
I got 2.
That could have been useful last session.
Yeah, if I natty
You get 'em
20
when they
while
count.
fighting the bird, it would have probably died in like 2 turns.
Instead of missing 3 turns in a row.
Yeah.
All
That would
right.
have been the dream.
We will end it here with you guys escorting and go over to the water. He's got better initiative than Bingo and Margot.
Oh boy.
Well, at least we know that's who's pulling the real dead weight on the team.
Oh, and
No!
there's another one as he swims into the water.
Oh, I gotta eat him. And there's one in the tree.
There's one in the tree
Uncle,
as well.
no!
Oh
Uncle.
god.
Oh no.
And these snakes formed a triangle? What does it
Oh,
mean?
what?
What?
What is All right, we'll end it here.